Good morning everybody, it's Pat Coulter here from Budleigh Salterton Croquet Club, where we're hosting the British Open singles, golf croquet singles. The game has just started and we're bringing you coverage of Jenny Clark against Lionel Tibble. I'm going to be joined by Guy Scurfield, who'll be sharing the commentating duties with me, and we're all ready. They're on a fast pace, aren't they?
They're off. Welcome everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. We're just waiting for the screen to pop up.
Where are the microphones?
Yeah, I've got a good rookie error, didn't turn the screen on. How about that, guys? But I could see
you were telling me that's what I needed to look at, and I was going, well, it's not much. Which is the mic, just so I'm aware of not mumbling?
That's the mic one. We've got a little telescope for
the tricky shots.
So we were on the hoop 2 already, and Jenny has run the first hoop and is well down the lawn towards the second hoop.
We're having a few technical issues. We can't actually see what's going on, folks, but we think you can.
Is it missing the power?
Sorry folks, we're just having a few technical issues here, so we can't actually get the screen, so I'm trying to look out the window, which I know is not exactly the same as you guys are seeing.
Nope.
That's a bit tricky because there's a umbrella in the way.
Okay. Right, so we're going to be doing just juggling. Sorry about this, but I needed a bit of exercise.
Alright, Jenny has blue and black in front of the hoop.
Right.
Lionel's a little bit closer.
Yes, and we're still on hoop 2. So Jenny's been, you can see in the background we're double banked today, so there will be a degree of hold up as we go through the day. So Jenny's just laying in nicely in front of the hoop. And Lionel is taking the black out, which is obviously the danger ball. I hope you can hear me just a little bit further away from the mic.
Yeah, sorry about this folks, we're just reorganising, we'll get there. Don't know how many people are watching at this time of day. We're going to lift up the mic and see if we can move that down. There we go.
So it's all looking...
okay, Jenny's got into the jaws.
Switch. This is the...
Okay.
So Lionel's cleared away, so we're into a game of clearance.
Yes.
Well, invariably we are.
Well folks, it's a beautiful day here in Budleigh. I think this could be the first day we've not had any rain at all. I don't think there's anything forecast. The weather is lovely. You'll get a bit of test match special with me. So
I think that might be an issue. Yeah.
We've just realised we're not plugged in. That could be the problem.
Yeah, we're not switched on. That's
all right, Lionel. Tries for the in off.
Yeah.
Just misses, but stays close to the hoop. So folks, it's been lovely here. We've been, this is day four of play, 2 days of doubles, and we're on the second day of singles now. We are having a lovely time here. Players very happy with the conditions in the lawns.
Okay. We
are shuffling back out of the way.
Yeah, we don't do much exercise in the day. We usually sit here, but now we've done our workout, and we've got we're pleased to bring you. Is it Pilates or yoga or something behind us? So we had it yesterday, so I hope you can recognise that sometimes clubs need to have other activities happening to keep interest up. Anyway, well,
you see the screen. There we go.
Yeah, now we can see it. So, much better.
That's fine. I've got it.
Yeah, we're all comfortable.
Okay, so this is a different time.
Yeah, this is like...
Which is the live one?
That's the live
one, right? Okay, so Jenny clears Lionel away. She's now back in control. 2 in front, looking good. Following on.
Yeah. So we hope we're satisfying the needs of our current 8 viewers.
Well, let us know where you're from, folks. We know there were some people from Mauritius yesterday because they were cheering me on yesterday, which was very nice to see. So let us know where you're from. Do throw in some questions. I'm not guaranteeing we'll answer them, but feel free to throw in some questions.
Yes. So, where are we?
There we go. It's a hard angle to tell from here, isn't it? I'm going to keep looking out the window. Oh, there we go.
So, as you know, we're on the...
So Jenny's got
They're
black
on the
in
second
front.
group, but the scores haven't quite popped up for
No,
you yet.
but it's
We've
1-0 Jenny.
Yeah.
And Jenny looking like she's in control here.
Yeah, it does look. You're looking out the window again.
I
aren't you?
am, but
Yeah.
I can't tell where things are on the screen sometimes, so
Well,
it's
there's
good
just
to double
a couple
check.
of different camera angles.
Yep.
So she's got both balls in front of the...
Lionel comes in for a clearance and misses. Red shoots past the hoop and off the lawn.
Yeah.
Looks like it should be a pretty straightforward hoop for Jenny here.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Though nothing is straightforward with these hoops and these lovely solid ground. They have been set beautifully all week.
Yeah.
A great team here. 2-0 Jenny. Well done.
Yeah, so it's 2-0 and it's... the scores are gradually getting up there. We'll be with you in a second.
Yeah. Oh, we don't like to rush these things.
We don't like to rush, no.
Plenty of time, got all day.
Good all day. So today we're going to be doing round 4.
4, 5 and 6.
4, 5 and starting at 4, sorry. Yeah.
Starting at 4, yes. Rounds 4, 5 and 6. Though I think we have one match unfinished from round 3
Yes,
that will be completed if needed later.
Yeah.
Which was 1-1 between Callum and Reg, which was getting dark last night and they decided to
It
stop.
was a long game. It was over 3 hours for 2 games. It was very nip and tuck, very good. Highly entertaining. I would actually recommend that you go back, if anyone wants to, goes back and looks at the live stream from last night, just to watch it, because it was a high quality game.
And I'd recommend you go back earlier in the day and see me playing Ewan, which was slightly less high quality on my behalf, but you at least get to see me.
It would be quite entertaining, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Yeah. So we just lost the picture. No, we got it back again. Yeah.
all right. Lionel looking at. He's got the 2 in front, working out what he's doing. He's going to clear.
That's me. All right.
Nice clearance on blue, leaving red in front.
So these are 2 top players, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, absolutely.
Have you played them?
I have. I've played Lionel, I think, more times than I've played anyone else in official competition. And Jenny, you will see, is sporting a Mauritius T-shirt that she and I played in Mauritius the last couple of years,
right.
and had a great deal of fun. In fact, she and I played in the final in the first one 2 years ago.
So
Jenny going for the
ooh,
clearance,
well,
misses.
nothing in
Rockets
that, was
past, still on side, but giving Lionel a chance at his first hoop.
there? Didn't look a clean shot though.
Well, she's there doing a few practices, so that would indicate that she wasn't completely happy with
It had
that.
a little bit of like a shimmy on it. I
A
thought.
shimmy! Oh, Patrick, I like that.
That's a new term. Yeah. We've had discussion of Gary Phipps's mallet. Have you seen?
Oh,
Gary?
I have seen. It feels like at any point Gary's mallet's going to get longer. He's suddenly going to get, I like the look.
He was
Seems to
just,
work well for him.
I'm not quite sure.
Oh, Lionel
No,
just gets through the hoop. He's not going to be
No.
happy with that. He's got no approach,
No,
I wouldn't think.
Lionel runs the Croquet England International Development Programme.
The development programme, certainly, yes.
And he will not be advocating
No,
that shot.
he will not.
I must remind him of it when I see it.
You're very mean. Very mean indeed.
Well, commentators got allowed to have a bit of fun. Okay, well, we hope people are out there. We're gradually waking up. We expect to be here probably till about 6 o'clock tonight. We'll be taking that under advisement. That's depending on how the progress of the various rounds go. Croquet Schools obviously has the detail of the blocks, which you can see, and in the quiet times between games we'll put a stream across of the current position on Croquet England. But the source of the truth on the Croquet School, but the version of the truth is Croquet Schools.
Absolutely.
Go for the whole thing.
So you see Lionel didn't have an approach, he's had to come out to the side, which is hoping he's not gone over halfway, because if he has, then he'll be offside if Jenny runs this. And where is he's got?
He's got a pretty
Pretty
shot,
standard shot, I would say, yes. She's just waiting because Stephen, they're double banking, so Stephen's going for clearance. She doesn't want a ball clattering past her. Lionel with a deft touch. Okay, Jenny going for hoop 4. 3-1, Jenny.
And in the background.
And Lionel had gone offside
Yeah.
with red, so he's been sent off to the penalty spot. Just where he deserves to be.
And they're double banked with Stephen Mulliner and Chris Roberts, aren't they?
They are.
So,
So you will see second game going on. We're not commentating on that because you're not seeing it directly. We're focusing on
this one.
the Tibble Clark game.
But you'll see the occasional, well, I'm going to say the occasionally good shot. You'll regularly see,
Well,
occasionally, them playing their shots. No, they're cracking. That's going to be a challenging game.
That's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Going to be a good game. So Jenny and Lionel waiting at the moment, I think.
Yeah, 3-1, so they're going to hoop 5.
They're going down the middle. I'm not quite sure why they're waiting, but
Well, I think they weren't sure where
the other guys are hitting
where
from.
that Brown was going.
Anyway, Jenny putting on, very kindly going back and putting the clip on for Lionel.
Oh, that's nice.
Everyone's very good natured here, and you will see this is a beautiful day. I must commend all the people who are working incredibly hard to make this a great event. It's been fantastic so far.
And we've got a guest cameraman, haven't we? Graham Good, who's Jack Good's dad. So welcome and thank you for doing that.
You can see him over there.
Yeah.
If he had a mic in, I'd get him to wave to us, but I don't think he does.
No, they,
Oh, you didn't see that, but anyway, that was.
That's why it's just as well they waited really, because that ball
Yep.
got knocked across to in front of 5. Yeah.
Chris Roberts clearing.
We do like the exercise classes that come in behind us, because every now and then they say very good, so we take that as a compliment to our commentary.
Oh, is that what's happening in the background? Right, I didn't win.
So we think that's great.
Okay, here we go. Play on again. Lionel rolls yellow in. I suspect Jenny will go for a gentle clearance. It would seem likely. Oh, she went for quite a solid clearance, but only just clipped it. Yellow just moves back a few inches. That gives very much puts Lionel in the ascendancy.
So do we need to play this, get this a bit brighter maybe? Do we need to get this a bit brighter so we can see it? So it's all getting a little congested. Jenny's going to have to cross the double bank game. So we're just waiting for that to clear away. Lionel's over by the hut. I don't see a cigarette, do you? No,
Not yet. Not yet.
He never does
What you
it
can
on
see,
call.
what you can see is Stephen on the floor. This is a regular occurrence for those of you that know what's going on. Checking the angles. I think that Stephen's coming back through the hoop here, so we are watching this game just briefly. He was trying to get rid of white, couldn't do it. Chris put his ball in a beautiful place. Oh, and there we go. We've had a clearance in. Jenny came in. Didn't get yellow the first time with blue, but has now cleared it with black. Sent her ball down the lawn to a very nice position for hoop 6. So I think Lionel will just be hanging around up here for a while.
Now Lionel's going to play out of the way. He's playing across to be in front of hoop 5. He's obviously had a look at whether he's either blocking red, but he's actually, or he's making sure he's wired from black. So we're just waiting for Jenny to play in from the west boundary, which is always. So she's going to hit across now. And
Pretty
she
strong
ha-
shot coming in,
and she
and
missed
it's a
the
miss.
yellow.
It's
So
a miss.
So the yellow's in a very strong running position. She must take the view that it's protected from black, I would have thought. Do you?
I guess so. I can't, where
there
is?
is
Oh
a-
yes, black is down the lawn, so yes,
Yeah.
yellow perhaps has hidden
So
himself.
there's a percentage ball here for
Yep.
well, with the red. So Lionel's got a cover. He's also not wide, is he? He looks from the red. Is
Well, he may
clear.
well, yeah. Well, he won't run it with red because black's down there.
So we've just been asked, David, what happened with game 3, Reg versus Callum. It stopped play after the completion of the second game. They played 2 games and it was 7-5 to Reg, 7-3 to Callum. They were going to resume this morning, but the tournament manager has decided to press on with the round 4 and deal with that outstanding game from round 3, block A. We'll be playing it on Saturday morning.
Probably after the game, round 6, I imagine, while they're doing playoffs, and only if necessary, is
And
what
only
I've
if
heard.
that's- Yes.
So Lionel runs hoop 5, so 3-2 to Jenny still. Jenny coming in. Ooh, a bit short there, Jenny. She won't be happy with that. She's coming well short.
And the logic was to avoid disrupting the whole of the block 4, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Those,
The whole of round 4, rather, and each of the blocks.
it would have
So-
just messed up the rest of the day.
Yeah, and it would clog lawns, etc., etc. So the tournament takes priority in this instance. But as I would say, David, do have a look at it on television.
The health and safety leaflet has just fallen off the door. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what that says.
They did it yesterday. The health and safety leaflet in our room doesn't like our commentary. It's done it twice now. Sorry to be sounding like we're having fun. We're trying to bring fun to you, not to have fun.
We're definitely
So,
having fun.
so Lionel's again in a good place.
Jenny's
got
going to go for a
strong,
clearance here.
but it's
She's got a chance of an in-off here as well, I would say.
I would have thought so. So it has to
Looking-
be. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Thank you, cameraman.
She's just waiting for Stephen to play
Yeah,
out of the
'cause-
way.
Because
There he
it's
goes.
likely to something could go in that direction where he was. So a nice smooth swing, isn't it?
She decides not to do anything clever, just centre ball it, send it away
Yeah.
with her.
Yes, because she's well placed, isn't she?
Oh, well, her black's well
She-
placed, so
yeah.
she, despite coming in a bit short there, it was. Stephen's
All the balls
marking
are-
something.
Yeah, but he's
That's
just
obviously
picked the
Chris
ball
is.
up. Yeah.
Chris is going for a large hit of some sort, I would say, from off camera.
Yeah, and
When she
Chrissy
hits,
got
and
almost
flying
went.
all over.
That was pretty close. Well, maybe not, but could
Oh,
easily.
the cameraman has abandoned his post.
Our cameraman is running around with alacrity.
Good question.
Right.
Technical query sorted. Cameraman running back to position.
While he was looking to wonder whether we used it, we got a mobile camera well on a stand, but lawn side. There he goes, camera and back to the lawn side. And he was asking, should he, whilst it's double blocked, should he concentrate or also cover the other game?
Nice
Yeah,
loop
that-
by Jenny.
There we are.
4-2 Jenny. Well, it's interesting. So, the first time I came across commenting, I've not done much of it, and as you will, my avid listeners, who all 3 of you who have listened to me before, will know it's very informal with me, and that was brought about because at the first time I went to the Spanish Open, they had commentary, and they gave us roving microphones, so you could
Oh,
walk
right.
around pitch side,
Okay.
and
I can imagine you roving, or is it raving? I'm not quite sure. And I'm just
Sounds
coming back
like
to
an
David, who asked the question about
Yes.
Reg and Callum. He thanked us for the answer, but also what we'll do tomorrow morning is we will give an update when it's going to happen. Okay? Or not. Whether
well, the managers will let us know at some point.
yeah,
I
that's what I
suspect
mean.
It'll
But
happen.
as a commentator, so we can tell people
Yep.
when or not it's going
Absolutely.
to is likely to hit. But as you can imagine in the tournament with
there we go.
32 players, high intensity. It's high intensity, there's a lot of pressure to go on, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of goodwill between the players, and there's a lot to be done. And it's we need to keep that momentum going, particularly on a hot day. Games of best of 3, so that's, they've got energy at the moment, but they will need breaks, won't they?
They will. It's going to be a warm day today, I think, and it looks like it's getting warmer over the next couple, which is fantastic.
It's hotting up as well.
Yep. So at the moment we're waiting. Lionel and Jenny are having to wait as Chris and Stephen are fighting out over hoop 2. So there's a little pause in play. So you're seeing.
He just played across the face of black, didn't he? Yeah.
So fascinating. I'm just going to put some side subjects in here. We are, myself and Stephen and Simon Carter are staying in a house on the main street. And we were, as one does when staying in someone else's house, having a little route round. And we found this leaflet from a booklet from about 1985 of how to play croquet lying around on the shelves.
That'll be good news for the rest of the tournament for you guys.
Yeah, it will. It was. I found it very informative. Sadly, not much on GC at that point. There was only one page attributed to GC, but some good pictures of players. So I'm hoping the booklet will be brought up. My good wife is going to bring it up this morning for people to have a little look at. And it turns out that the lady, the grandmother of the family who owned the house, Lavinia Dennis, was an avid croquet player. So at some point today, I'm due to try and find out if she was a member here. But yes, we're waiting here. I didn't see I can actually work it out. I can't see the colours. No, I can't even see who got hoop 1 on with Chris and Stephen.
No, it's quite bright out there. But there is a telescope if you would like to.
I'm just going to walk outside.
Yeah. We've got a guy's high energy as a commentator, and he's been zooming off to count the hoops, which brings an extra dimension. We hope you enjoy this. Keeping me on my toes, and as I say, they're still moving around. They've just run the hoop.
They've run the hoop, so it's now 1-1 between Stephen and Chris.
Yeah, and they're clearing away,
they'll be out
across
the way.
the hoop through.
Normal service will be resumed.
We're now up to 24.
Well,
so
I know there's somebody watching us from Germany, and I know there's a couple from England certainly.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting messages on my phone saying they're loving the commentary.
Excellent. I'll keep quiet then.
Both our commentaries, Patrick. Both our commentaries.
No. I mean, I was commentating all day yesterday, so it's really nice to have fellow commentators, players coming in and joining.
Like I say, unfortunately I'm playing because unfortunately my opponent has had to go and see a doctor this morning, so that's why I'm not out there playing at the moment.
Hope
he's better.
We'll find out.
We will.
And going back to the Reg Callum game last night, was really nice. We had Ewan Burridge, Jamie Birch and Toby Savage were doing the commentary on the last game.
Oh, fantastic. That must have been very jolly.
It was very jolly. And sometimes highly technical, but it was all good stuff.
They would be very technical, unlike me.
Right, here we are, they're back in play.
They're back in play, as Lionel has played across.
Yes.
Oh no, that was another ball. I don't think that was their ball. He's just... Is that a ball in play? I can't... No, that's a spec. So that's Jenny coming in.
It's 4-2 at the moment, so it's Jenny around that hoop, so it's...
Well, where did Lionel's ball go then? I didn't see.
Lionel's ball's over on yellow is
to
at right angles. Is at right angle... Oh, well, it's in front of the hoop on the
boundary?
North boundary.
No, I don't... Oh, see, looking very good. I don't do boundaries. I don't know which is which. It's on the boundary behind the hoop.
I can't take credit for a little chart that says the orientation of the lawn. Chris Roberts, when he was helping me with commentary, turned up with it, and I thought, that's a good idea. And he left it.
It's a very good
I
idea.
haven't told him he left it, but it's only a piece of
All right, so Jenny's now rolled 2 in front. The question is, can yellow, which I didn't see how it got there, but can yellow do something, either run the hoop or clear blue?
And
It
okay,
beautifully clears blue.
blue.
What a lovely shot.
That's
classic Tibble.
yeah, getting through a gap.
Yep.
With intent.
Yes. And then hopefully wiring Jenny from his red.
Yeah, that was a lovely shot, wasn't it? Because yesterday there was an awful lot of people going through gaps. Unintentional.
Myself included.
It's awfully easy gaps. The thing that you always she's just
Well,
got for
Jenny has
halfway.
decided that this is not an option. No point in wasting a shot.
Yeah.
She thinks that Lionel will not miss this. I don't want to put the curse on it. Beautiful, there you go, Lionel, down the lawn.
And pretty straight, isn't it?
3-4, and it's ended up, a few feet in front of the next hoop.
Yeah, but it's not in line
Bit of an
with
angle.
blue though, so it's offline. So in that sense,
It's a
it's
bit of
off
an
the blue
angle.
line.
Yeah.
Blue's got a straight shot to the hoop.
And
black,
Jenny brings down, she stays on the far side,
yeah,
quite
she
wisely.
stays out. Yeah, doesn't she?
Doesn't want to come in front, because otherwise Lionel will just clip her away. Lionel brings down yellow.
And he's going to put that in front.
I suspect so. He wants that to be bang in front.
And he
He'd
hasn't-
like it to have been another couple of foot, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's not
These
blocking
hoops,
black.
but these hoops are tricky, and you want to be as close as you can. They are only tricky because the ground is so solid.
Oh, and
Jenny
tried to run
went
that.
for the. She thought she had a double on yellow and. Though to quote Alison, there's no such thing. Alison Morn, there is no such thing as a double. You're either going for one thing or the other.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not in my book. Right, nice clearance by Lionel. Left his yellow out there. Still quite a long way, but he should be pretty confident of this. He was my doubles partner,
Do you think
and he was my.
the black is quite close. Jenny's playing in from the peg. It's quite a.
Oh, she's got to clear it with this because yellow will be next, so she has to clear it with this. And she does, and she rolls just past the hoop. Lovely shot.
Yeah.
So yes, Lionel.
So he could have done with pushing that a bit further away then.
He could have done, but that's not our style. He likes to keep control and be there, and he's looking at this going, well, the two Jenny's balls are both behind, so he can get himself get yellow in a wired position. That's what he'd be looking to do.
So he's playing in from the west boundary now.
Oh, you're so technical, Patrick.
Look at that, there he is. Nicely laid up in front and
it
almost wide.
Looks pretty good. Can't see.
From that angle it looks good.
But
Yes,
Jenny's also hampered. Her blue is hampered by black, so that's going to make her shot trickier.
Do you think she might just push blue forward?
Well, it's blue to play, isn't it? So she
blue
can.
to play?
Yeah, it's blue to play.
Just shows you. That's why we need two commentators.
Because yellow's just played, so it's blue to play. I have to look at this every time. So Jenny's kind of just moving black so that it can definitely see yellow. And where's Lionel? Oh, he's waiting. There's a shot happening on the other side. Yeah, so Lionel was my partner in the doubles. We had a great fun for a couple of days. I think it'd be safe to say we were the loudest lawn wherever we were. And we ended up winning the plate.
All right.
Which was excellent. Yet to receive our prize, I'd like to hasten to add. I'm not sure where that's gone, but there we go. It was quite late by the time we got it, yes. Have we got more questions coming in?
Well, just people saying hello.
Who have we got saying hello? Peter Hayden.
Yes, we keep getting our questions and asked
Sylvia,
about the Reg
Chris
Cullen final
Williamson.
outcome. Peter Hayden it's still to play if needed.
Yeah, still to play, Peter. They played 1-1 last night, and they're going to play it tomorrow, probably, unless some time comes in, because they're not sure whether it'll matter, so they're going to wait and see.
Yeah.
Decided not to hold things up today.
Yeah, and it's a block 3, a round 3 game, so the concentration, the tournament manager's concentration on completion for round 4. Hence, not to
Who
play.
else do we have? There we go. We have Peter, we have Chris Williamson, very nice. We saw Chris in Latvia just last week.
There we go. So where have we got to? So it's 3-4 now. So Lionel's. Yeah. So we're watching Chris just run a smooth. He possibly would have preferred to be further forward. He didn't hit it hard though.
No,
did
he
was
wanted
all
to. He wanted to
smooth.
run the hoop. That was the key thing there. He wanted to run the hoop, and
Right, now here's Lionel playing
coming
across.
back in. As you can see, yellow is now available to black because it was moved across.
The current score is Lionel 3, Jenny 4. That's quite
Here we go. Jenny going for the clearance on yellow. Nicely done. She'd have liked slightly more centre ball for her ball to stay there. So Lionel will just bring that back in.
nothing new.
Oh, is that David P? Is that David Pittman, perhaps? I wonder. I think that might be David Pittman. Another Dulwich. So we have several Dulwich players, members listening at the moment. Good to hear. Oh, Jenny puts in a delicate shot.
She's in
Just
a
rolls
bit of
past.
trouble here, isn't she?
Well,
That looks.
Lionel's still at some distance. Oh, referee being called on the other game. Oh, Lionel just gets that through.
Yeah.
Just through the hoop.
But fortunately, he's going across
Fortunately,
the lawn.
he's going across the lawn, yes.
Yeah, he'll take 4 all with that.
Well, I think Frances has got lots of things to do. She's going to bang in the hoop, check something that Chris is doing. Meanwhile, we will carry on with our 4-all game.
Yeah.
Jenny hitting across the lawn. To
And,
a pretty good position, a little
what
further
about
than she
two-
might have liked.
18 inches past, do you think?
I think that's 2 or 3 foot.
There we go.
And at a bit of an angle, but hard to tell from the camera. But looking at it, no, I think a little bit. She'd have liked it to be a little more central. I would have liked it to be a little more central if it'd be me, only because I want to run it from about 1 inch away.
Yeah, well, that's true. But then it's vulnerable, isn't it?
And the good wife has just turned up. Ah, she's brought the booklet,
Yeah, the booklet.
which we discovered last night, which is fascinating.
All right. So we're just waiting for the referee to move out of the way so that we can play cleanly across to
Nice little insert in this booklet that we've got.
hoop 9.
Anyway, we shall hand that round and let people have a look at it later. Right. Lionel plays across, goes deep, keeping out of the way of black. You see the golf croquet section very small.
I did. I did.
It's a booklet with mostly on AC with a very small
Right.
bit on GC.
So yellow, he's laid
Ooh,
yellow up
Jenny's gone
behind,
very
so-
short.
So Lionel is assuming he's going to clear with the red, the
Or
black. You can see the black in front.
Oh, I think he thinks that can't run,
There.
and he's going into.
Oh, right.
He thinks that ball won't run.
And he's delivered.
Oh, I don't know what he's done there. That's a slightly odd shot because
Yeah.
red will clear him.
Because he needed.
Yellow's got the jump position.
If it's there.
Jenny's going to go for either the jaws or she thinks she can run it, so it's a tough one. I would say, as I say, with these hoops and the angles, it's tough.
That's a nice angle.
Oh, and she makes it
Nice
beautifully.
and clean.
She probably went, Arnold, you think I couldn't get it? Ha! I'll show you.
That's what I thought he would have gone for.
Yeah. Oh, he put a bit of pressure on instead, but she was up to it. So,
Put it up
5-4.
we go. He's off down. He's the first down though, isn't it? So
He is.
That's good.
And he's gone a few feet in front of the hoop
Yeah,
10.
slightly to the right of it as well.
We're up to 28 watching. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. So Lionel's now running. Blue's is quite well placed, but he's gone past. Now, I don't think that's deliberate, do you?
No.
Unless he thinks she's going to hit it so hard it might end up in the jaws.
No, I think he made a mistake. Though I'm sure there'll be some cunning plan in Lionel's head, but I think that was just a slight lapse of judgment.
What happened there?
Jenny decided to just reset.
I think she was she being attacked by a wasp or
Oh,
a fly?
she just
or
decided to
something?
reset for whatever reason. Here she goes. Oh, and now Stephen's walking in away.
Ah, right.
That's amazing. Even when players have been playing for a long time, how little they seem to be aware sometimes of other players on the lawn.
Yes, it was that corner of the eye thing, wasn't
Yep,
it?
absolutely. Some people are more susceptible than others. So Jenny, I think, will look to do. Oh no, she's going for it. Okay.
That's what I
Going for the clearance. Oh, nicely
yes.
done. The yellow cleared away. Very nice.
Yeah.
Now Lionel wishes he had that red just in front of the hoop, not just behind it.
Absolutely. He's going for a hit, a clearance of blue, which is very nice clearance. He couldn't leave that there at that distance, could he?
No, he had to clear it.
It was about, what, 8 foot or something like that?
Yep, he had to clear that. Absolutely. He doesn't want to go 6-4 down. He really, really does not want to go 6-4 down. So Jenny just rolls back in. Very nice. Where has she got to? Will red.
Well, almost back to where she got cleared.
Yep.
So
He's decided, no, red's just decided to get in front this time.
Red.
Red.
That's what I was having this yesterday. Red and red. That was terrible. So at least I'm being consistently deaf.
Doing a great job. Don't let anyone tell you anything else.
All right, now that big blue is going to be cleared. Do you think it will?
I think, yeah,
that,
absolutely. He's got
to.
No. He's definitely going to clear blue, past the hoop, try and wire it from red.
And he's trying to keep it straight, isn't he?
He's trying to keep it straight so it hits just behind the hoop. Oh, trying to hide from red.
Well,
but I don't think he. Oh, it's hard to tell from our angle here, but I feel like that might.
Angle.
Well, we're going to find out.
Yeah,
still can't tell.
That's a nice shot. Let's stick on that one because it shows.
That's a good shot. Here we go. Jenny coming in. Looking to clear red.
It, you know.
Oh, she absolutely has to.
So she must see it.
Yeah. She's
Black's vulnerable as well in this hit.
Yeah. I've done that many times, but not Jenny. She's far better than me. Clears red away.
Nice shot. Blue's gone a long way up towards the south boundary there.
My phone is picking up your voice. Let's not have that.
Oh, right. I haven't said anything rude about you yet, guys. So you're just sort of getting the voice level.
My phone is picking up our commentary, which is a bit weird.
How interesting. So we've got a bit of crissing and crossing or potential ball movement going across.
So Jenny coming back.
So a nice little tussle.
Alright, we might be getting some questions.
On your independence?
Yes, well, I've got a couple of people saying they can't access the questions on the chat, so I've said that they can. No, they couldn't work out. Anyway, doesn't matter. I've told them to send it to us directly.
Have we subscribed to get
Yeah, no, they've subscribed. It's just taking a little while. So.
Right, okay.
Anyway, I've told them to send it to us on.
Thank you. We do know about the black spot on the right-hand corner of the camera.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing, isn't it?
We can't get rid of it. We've tried it. Thank you for telling us we need to clean the camera.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you. Thank you. Probably need to clean up our commentary as well, but hey ho. Oh, it's inside the lens, we gather.
There we go.
So it's one of these.
It's a fake. It's fake news. It's fake news.
Yeah,
Just let it go.
It's spot on.
Very
on,
good.
Sylvia.
See what you did there. This is better than test. This is better than test match special.
Yeah,
Got some bugs. Oh dear, it's all going wrong. Right, back to the. Dear me, let's get back to the game. Right. It's far better than our jokes.
I've done that. Well, absolutely. More accurate.
Right, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. Did Jenny just go past?
Yeah, she's gone past. So it's. She's gone out to the side. So the black.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, doesn't matter. We've got Lionel's back in front, 2 in front. He was trying to protect his yellow there from, I think, from.
Yeah, but she's going to have to go for it. And she's going to stop because Chris is directly in the line. Or not? No, Chris is gone.
There we go. Nice angle. Lovely clearance. Off it goes. He's still got red in front, but susceptible to blue.
So Lionel's back with the yellow in front again. Black is up nearer the peg now. So it's all another one where he's going to clear.
So she's decided to clear the yellow that's just come in. So
now,
red.
what would you do now? Would you try the hoop? Well, yesterday we saw people running hoops from
I
this
think
sort of
Lionel might
distance.
have a go at this.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because there's not much point in going short because he'll get cleared. And he does,
No.
and he's through. Nice
Yes.
shot, Lionel.
That was
Very, very good.
That was a good weight, and that's
That was
because
lovely.
it's coming across as well,
Yep.
isn't it?
Very nice. All right, so 5-all. Jenny plays right in front.
Oh,
Right in front of hoop 11.
Actually, that was quite fortunate. He's just gone a couple of inches past the his red that he just ran. If you look at it,
Yep, yeah, no, he can see.
He can just see, which is
I
good.
think he can see it. So he's just going to bring his yellow in.
And he's bringing it in behind. So he's assuming that he will.
Up to 32 watching now.
Oh, it's exciting, isn't
We're
it?
pulling them in. Pulling them in.
Yeah. The draw of
Ooh.
the draw of the black spot.
So it looks like Jenny was going for a block there.
Yes.
Lionel's preparing himself.
Yeah. Well,
Key hoop. Key hoop. You always want to be that first one to 6. He looks like he's waiting. The other guys are on just playing down to their hoop 8.
yes.
So they're just waiting for them to get out of the way, I think.
Yeah, because he's potentially going to clear across into that space, isn't he? Yes, he had good fortune there to be that sort of extra couple of inches through the hoop. You can see it. Right, here we go. No, Steve Mullen is still around. He's having a look at his shots, isn't he? Right, here we go. And now we're slightly waiting to see an incoming ball from Lionel.
Okay, so Stephen's out of the way. Right, Lionel.
He's just been putting the pegs back on, so presumably there's a jump in there.
Lionel's coming in. Going for the clearance. Oh, and he scoots through the gap. That's unfortunate. That's pretty much given the hoop there to Jenny. There's a bit of chat going on. Oh, we've got people watching from Melbourne. Chilly in Melbourne, apparently.
Yeah.
Hello, Chris. It's definitely not chilly here. It's gorgeous. Oh, nice shot, Jenny. Look at that. Just rolling down to halfway, down to the peg. 6-5 to Jenny. Chris will be disappointed by that shot that you didn't see on your screen. Right, Lionel working out what he's going to do. Black's just shy of halfway to the hoop. I think he's going to come down the other side, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to risk the gap, does he?
No, don't want to get stuck there. Comes down. Oh, and he's gone too far. He's gone too far. He's not going to be happy with that.
No.
Jenny's given Jenny a big area to go and hide blue in. She can go and hide blue in a very big area. Oh, but she's gone short. So I think that is still
I think
open.
that's runnable though, isn't it?
It's runnable, but it's yellow can still, Lionel can see it.
Yes, true.
She was trying to get a little further on to be hidden from Lionel. Oh, Stephen just rocks through a ball from distance down to hoop 8. Very nice. Can't tell you the score there, I'm afraid, folks. Right, Lionel rolls in red.
And the body language is
Steve sounds like Stephen is
happy.
Happy, yes, I would say so, George. Absolutely. All right, Jenny, what's she going to do with her black? Is she just going to go for it for the win? Yes, she was going for it for the win. Didn't happen. All right. Stephen striding purposefully back and forward as ever.
So what do you think Lionel will do here?
Well, he's waiting, and I think he will have to. Oh, I don't know. It's quite a long way out, Blue. Will he go for the block?
Well, it's a long way out, but red's not in a bad place, is it?
So yeah, it's a tricky one. And he can't. Yeah, I don't know what he'll do. Lionel's an enigma.
Right.
As you can tell, just look at him there. Total enigma.
Yeah. I think it'll be, yes, he has got options, hasn't he? I suppose he's either got to put yellow in so it's hidden from black, but blue is just as likely to go for the hoop, isn't it?
I think, yeah. Lionel clearing it nicely away. He's got red in position. And he's put yellow over halfway up to 13. Could have done with going, he's probably hoping to get a little further than that, but he'll be happy enough that he's there. Jenny, I think, will be aiming to clear red. Here we go.
Oh, yes.
Beautifully done.
Yeah.
Oh, and
That's a
unfortunately
bonus.
bumps in. Unfortunately for her, bumps into her own ball. Gives red, stops red from going quite so far. Lionel will probably. Where are we? Again, not sure. He's debating his options here, working out, does he hide from black? Does white come and sit in front of him from the other game? The perils of double banking. He's going to mark that out of the way. And if you can hear stuff in the background, folks, it's the yoga or Pilates class going on in the room behind us.
Pilates, I think.
Pilates, there you go.
Got it
If you
all
hear
day
any-
to give a nice. Well, we had chaffinches yesterday as well, but that was
very
out on the
lovely.
hedgerow. So
Very lovely.
we try to bring a rich pageant to all our commentaries.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Fills the
All right,
gap,
Jenny
doesn't it?
just rolling in, so
And Lionel slight bit there. Oh, that's
Lionel's
rather
got in.
nice.
So Jenny obviously very comfortable that she can clear red with blue, so she puts black in front. Lionel's going for something. Oh, and he's just taken black away and hit white. Chaos on the lawns. And in case you're wondering why we're double banking on the main lawn, I think it's a random draw first thing in the morning as to who goes where.
They're all double banked, I think.
No, they're certainly not. There's
Oh,
many.
right.
There's we don't. Most of them are not double
Oh, right,
banked.
okay, that's
There's
right.
only about three or four that need to be double banked,
Okay.
because there are only 16 pairs and only 15 are playing today.
Okay, true.
And how many lawns are there? 10. So there we go. Someone can do the math on that.
Yeah, okay.
Someone brighter than me. A lot of people enjoying the single.
We've got 41 people enjoying it. That says something.
Just checking my wife if she wants to go soon. So I'm just having to dash away because my wife will be heading off soon, sadly. So I'll just make sure I get to see her before she goes, but hopefully she will stay around to the conclusion of this game. Well, of this round.
It's interesting how long these games are taking. It's, double banking is delaying.
Double
it, it's
banking,
holding it up quite
double
a bit.
banking is everybody would much rather be.
Jenny's back now in front with a very nice black. I think yellow can see
Reds
it.
and red can see it. Red can also see it because Red's out in front, but it's a good clearance spot for Lionel. If he can clear that centre ball, he will stay in front. Nope, he's decided just to get in front. He thinks he's happily called. Did he come off the... I didn't see it. Did he come off the wire? Hit the wire. That was a bit careless. Because now he's made his clearance with Red that much trickier, because I think yellow could be in the way there.
It's hard to see.
It's hard to see from our angle, but that will...
Jenny's taking a look.
Jenny's taking a look. There's a little laughter going on, but I suspect that's not really what Lionel was looking for. And I don't think Jenny's going to be helping him here.
No. Where would you put it if you were her, Ben?
I think she's putting in an extra block there. So I'm not sure whether yellow is doing it. She's just making sure, because yellow was quite close.
Close off the hoop, it looks like. As a rule.
Well, we will see. Yep, hit his own ball.
So this should be fairly straightforward.
This should be game over, I'm afraid. But never say never. Curse of the commentator.
Yeah, the curse of the commentator. True. Yeah,
Jenny through.
That's the first
7-5 to Jenny.
Completed. Lionel's heading off to the corner. I wonder what happens in that corner.
What happens in that corner? I suspect there's a swift lighting up of a cigarette.
Yeah, I can imagine. So that was a good game.
And he's heading off to the corner to pick up all the clips, because he's a polite person and wouldn't leave the lawn without picking up the clips.
All right, but he's also thinking about firing a shot. I can imagine. So,
all right, I shall be back in a minute. I just need to see.
Thank you guys.
I'll be back shortly.
Popping out. Thank you guys for coming in and joining, providing with an additional perspective on croquet and tales of daring do. So we've got a good game here. I think on balance that was reasonably clear that Jenny was on top of it. But Lionel's a tricky player, and he won't give up easily, so we can imagine the next game is going to be quite to and fro. We're just going to pop the, we're just going to go on hold for a little while, and are we able to put up the croquet scores? Yeah, we're going to just let the croquet scores come through, so you've got an idea what's going on. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. Stick with us. Catch up shortly. Bye-bye now. Right, good morning, we're back. We've just seen our duo of warriors go into the corner to re-engage. Jenny's leading 1-0, best of 3, which means it'll be Lionel to hit off. Immediately, we've just got our cameraman going down to that far camera as well, but the game has started with a red from Lionel that is just past hoop 1 and about 3 foot out. So it's well placed, but it's going to force Jenny, if she wants to ultimately, to have to go for it. Jenny's going for a deep black to take up a position away, well, back about 6 feet, I think, back towards the corner that she came from. Yellow comes in, so that's slightly online, but yeah, online slightly to put Jenny off to make her clearance shot on red difficult. So she's just come up to work out what she's going to have to do about the red. Is it a threat? And I would expect she will have concluded that it is a threat. See if we're right or wrong, we'll find out in a second or two. And she nudged red, just a little tickle. It may be enough to see Lionel going, waving at the tickle on the red. It might be just enough to make it difficult. It's making it a challenge for him to decide what to do, because black is at an angle, but it's an angle behind yellow, so it's in a jumping position, albeit from distance. So he's got to decide what is going to happen. The difficulty with the Cordway hoops is that they tend to reject the ball if you get it, and he's out a little bit too far. So that's a comfortable shot if it's still there for the blue. So I think we can see yellow being dispatched. That would be my prediction. And as Guy's not here, I'll take it. And the black is on the red. It's going to be quite interesting. I can't see, it's not touching, but it also will make it interesting as to Jenny's shot with blue, because the black will be hampering where it could go from. Well, obviously we're waiting for Lionel to bring the yellow back, so he's coming down back in, as you can see, from the northwest corner, and it's on its way, and he's just taking up a position. Well, there's a position and a half, isn't it? That's covering any... he's confident it won't be clean, whatever happens for Jenny, I think is the answer. So Jenny's taking it on. I hope we can see the shot. That's an excellent shot, thank you. If we can stick with that, and we'll see both how the hoops react. And that is a brilliant shot, isn't it? She's hit that so cleanly, used the hoops, all the issues with the hoops we talk about, she used that to good effect. I don't think they have swapped colours. What? Yeah. We've just been asked why they swapped colours, so that's in. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
I just had Chris Clark popping in, he can answer that question. John Bishop on commentary has just noticed that they've swapped colours.
Now, the only reason you swap colours is if you've forgotten what you played within the first game.
Okay.
So they had a little 10-minute break between games, and Jenny's the sort of person that can easily forget which colour balls she's playing.
Won't say anything about Lionel then.
I guess it was Lionel to play first.
He did play first. Okay, so that's going to confuse you all with the Google Sheets. It's a bit colours, because we're showing the Google Sheets on the screen.
So Jenny's actually black and blue this game.
Okay.
So if there's any way of changing that round.
Yeah. So we're trying to
Try and force your rubber in.
watch from the screen, Chris, because the cameras aren't always giving us the same angle, so the viewers are seeing what's on the screen.
Okay.
So that means sometimes when we're talking about angles, we can see something slightly different.
Well, Jenny played a nice clearance there on the red, which has missed. And it's not quite clear. I think the yellow's just out of play here, so she should get past it, unless she whips off the left-hand wire. And yeah, she's managed to get past it. Run it quite firmly there. It's gone just about level with hoop 2.
Yeah.
Jenny's been tinkering with the technique during this tournament, and she moved her hands about 3 inches down the mallet.
Yeah, right.
About a year ago, last July, and subsequently became a lot more solid, and got a little bit more power as well.
Okay.
This tournament she'd moved them an extra inch further down for the doubles, and it didn't really work at all, so she's back to a normal 3 inches down. And some nice positional shots there. I think Lionel's got this red wired behind the blue. Jenny will just nudge in front of the hoop here.
I'm being encouraged to talk about cakes.
Oh right, okay, well you don't want me here if you want to talk about cakes. I'll just be talking about the croquet. Lovely shot by Lionel. That's one of Lionel's skills. He finds the good angles to get double clearances. And GC, you should always be thinking not just about your primary goal, but can you get a second aim going? And I think we had a wrong ball here now. They don't think so. So I wasn't watching very closely there. Black had just played in front of the hoop, and I think red played after black. So I think red is the wrong ball.
So the choices will be replace and replay or ball swap.
Yeah, and it's quite a complicated one because we had 3 balls moving during the shot.
Yeah, okay.
So they might need a little bit of help here. I think Jenny will want replace and replay because it was a really good shot by Lionel, that shot moving the blue and cannoning black out of position.
Wow, so it's a huge reset then, isn't it?
Although I actually, thinking about it, yellow played behind the hoop, and I think the next shot Jenny played black, but you don't have to go that far back.
No.
So you just go black played, then red played. Yeah. And so despite the fact that Jenny may well have played the first wrong ball, it's going to be the red that gets penalised, and they're just trying to work out the exact angles now. Always happy at association croquet to double bank. It's not an issue to me there.
Right.
At golf croquet I really dislike it.
It's tricky, isn't it? Because it's so disruptive to the flow, isn't it?
Yeah, GC is very much about getting into a rhythm, and you can just be stopped for 10-15 minutes waiting for your double bankers. And Stephen tends to be a bit oblivious of what's going on around him, so that doesn't help either.
Yeah, he just walks backwards and sideways, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, lies down even.
And in many ways, it's a very positive feature because it shows he's entirely engrossed in his own game,
absolutely.
which, when you're single banked, is a really good attribute. And when we play World Championships, we never double bank.
I think we've got to. Sorry to interrupt you there, Chris, but I think they've got back to where they think they were. So we can't help because we weren't spotting those balls at the time.
Yeah, and it's actually a good break for Lionel. I know he had played a good shot, but this is quite a strong clearance when he takes this.
Yes.
Clearing the ball that's just played before you, which obviously wasn't the case really, but because black shouldn't have played, hasn't done as well there as he should have done. That yellow ball should have been squeezing out to the opposite side of the hoop. Now I think Jenny may try and get in the draws from here.
Oh, right.
Because she's 2 balls down, the black's out of play, and
or do you think he was trying to put the yellow in front of the blue to be a bit of a blocker? I know that would just lead.
Oh, it's that easy, is it? I hadn't realised it. I thought it was just jawsable.
Yeah.
So now we've got the mallet in the air. What does Jenny want now? Does she want the hoop tapping down, or
Looks like it.
all a bit messy?
Wow.
All a bit messy, all caused by the wrong ball. I think it was Jenny's fault.
Well, that's good
probably.
for us, isn't it? It's good for us as commentators to be able to talk about rules and the importance of hoops being firm. But she didn't hit that hard. That
No.
hoop. So it's not the hoop
It's
needing a tap or anything like that. Although the pink mallets appeared.
none of these players are really hard shots on the lawn. Chris Roberts probably hits the ball harder
Yeah.
than the other three.
Yeah.
The other three very much a stroking style, and
Yeah. So it is the mallet. Sorry, it's the hoop that she's worried about.
yeah, so the quadways tend not to get loose sideways.
No.
They tend to gradually just rise up a fraction. And really after every match, you'd normally just be tapping them down. But
Yeah.
with 11 lawns, or it's 10 lawns in use
Yeah.
actually at the moment, it's a big job for the referees, particularly with the double banking and interfering.
Just to help us on the double ball issue, Sylvia Short just pointed out that Lionel played yellow after blue, not red. So
It was Lionel, okay.
thank you for that, Sylvia.
Thanks, Sylvia.
Yeah, you can join the commentary team anytime you like. We welcome these insights. You'll be on a slight delay, but getting it right is the important bit. But thank you seriously for that. Thank you very much.
And this match, I mean, Jenny will be wanting to turn this into a clearing and hoop running battle.
Right.
She won't want it to turn too positional, because Lionel's very good positionally.
Yes.
And Jenny's strength is just hitting mid-length rotates in the middle, 6 to 8 yards, and she's a very good hoop runner as well.
Yeah.
So that will be her plan. I know she's got to play Jamie Birch later on today, and that's going to be quite fascinating.
Right. Chris was just moving away from. Sorry to interrupt you. The centre peg now needs attention. He wasn't aiming. He was trying to get the ball out of the far jaws.
And this is hoop 13, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
So it looks like Stephen might be able to rush Peel partner. They're just waiting for hoop
So that
3 to be
peg
cleared.
was obviously in line with whether the ball is in jaws.
Yeah, he's just rush Peeled that.
Yeah,
So
and that's
game 1 to Stephen.
Hence the strength that Chris has shot. Sorry, it's so dramatic. I could just see it whistling through. So that was why they were waiting.
Yeah.
Just because Chris was slightly in the way, just enough to put you off. But that's
So I was mentioning it, Jamie Birch is going to be playing Jenny later on.
Yeah, right.
And they're actually very similar in styles. They're very good at clearing sort of mid-range and hoop running.
okay.
Both very good hoop runners. And really the main difference between the two is Jamie's probably better at a longer range, that sort of 15, 16 yards,
Yeah.
and he's got a little bit more power.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play. I mean, he was on the lawn 6 the other day.
He played quite well.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him. I personally haven't been watching him, so it'd be good to see it. Will that make for a quick game, or will all the clearances mean that we've got reset?
Generally slightly longer games where you're getting
Okay.
people hitting lots of 7, 8, 9 yarders. But they will be taking on hoops whenever they're available.
Okay.
Those two. Black's
Okay.
played in nicely there. Red went long. But long is always better, remember,
Yes.
because it's got a clearance now on black to a long boundary. So if Lionel can get a good yellow,
Yeah.
which he has, that is a good shot, unless it's blocked. No, it looks open. Looks open from our angle through the window.
Yes.
So I think red can just creep past that.
Yeah.
Jenny just pops another ball in.
She's trying to get in front of red, is she? Do you think?
Yeah, probably playing at yellow to sort of get a result with a foot of pace.
So do you think?
He can
Red.
squeeze between the balls, I think.
Well, to get black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice to see, isn't it? Look how tight it is.
Oh,
And he
what a
ran.
result. So he played the double clearance, so I was obviously wrong about that
Getting
being able
it.
to squeeze by.
Well, he squeezed it in.
And I mentioned Lionel's so good with his angles.
Yeah.
So not just clearing.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have thought of getting the.
Oh, he would. Well, he should have done.
Oh, right. Okay.
If he's playing the clearance, once
Oh,
you've
right,
decided
okay.
you're clearing both balls, your next question is what
How?
angle do I
Yeah,
clear them?
absolutely.
And there was an obvious in-off.
And the bonus is it's only just gone through, so he's got a clean.
He has got a clean shot down there. Jenny's played a good black.
Yes.
So, that might be up behind it.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
It's
good blocker.
What about 8 inches or so, looks like on the screen?
Yeah, so she'll be able to clear that third corner, so it's not brilliant, but it should stop him losing the hoop immediately to black running it.
Yes. And that looks good
This
as
is
well,
an
doesn't
even
it?
better blue. Really,
Yeah.
really good.
So we're into headache time, are we?
We'll just make sure, yeah, that does look dead in front.
What, 15 inches, you think?
Yeah, something like that.
It's not far, is it? But it's
And-
not tight.
Jenny will have a choice. She's got a very easy clearance to third corner.
Or a
But
snuggle.
the snuggle's much stronger. And if
Yeah.
she can get the snuggle so yellow can't
Come
hit
off it.
blue, run the hoop, or get to hoop 5,
Yes, what I was thinking, yes.
then that's almost perfect.
Okay,
She doesn't
great.
want them touching, because
No.
Lionel can play a croquet stroke getting
yeah.
in front of hoop
Yeah.
5. I think Lionel will feel forced to play with weight here.
You're just waiting for everything to clear out of the way. They started the double bank games. No rest there, they're straight back on.
Yeah.
Which is good news for the tempo of the round, isn't it?
Oh,
Round
it
four.
should be. It should be as well. I mean, we had
We slowed down yesterday.
very,
didn't we?
very slow matches. There's a block. One of the blocks has clearly slower players in than the other 3 blocks.
I think I know which block you're talking about, Chris.
So let's see if Lionel puts a few extra yards onto this shot.
Looks like
Tries
he's
to get
putting weight.
a result. Yeah, that's moving with pace.
Well, let's just whistle through that proverbial gap. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
certainly he'll have had a target there of potentially hoop and ball.
Yeah.
And very interested to see what Jenny does here, because if she plays the clearance to third corner, she's going to leave hoop and ball double. So it should be a snuggle
Yeah. I can see
pointing
that.
almost at us in the commentary box,
Oh, that's
which
nice.
is near corner 1.
Yeah.
And let's see what she does.
So I'm just chasing the fly.
This is a hard clearance trying to move towards hoop
Oh,
5.
she is going.
So this is risky. And black has just squeezed over a bit close to 5, which is good, but she's left a...
It's
This is
open,
going to be a
isn't it?
double.
It is. It looks like it because I think he's about 4 foot to the right of the hoop,
Yeah.
up the far end.
And when you're 2-1 up,
All right.
you should really be just trying to make sure you get 3-1 up.
Yeah, that looks.
There's no need to get
He's
really
doing his
good
forceful
position.
shot again. Sorry, just to interrupt you. That looks all
No,
right.
he's missed
No,
that.
he went the wrong side,
Wrong
didn't
side.
he? He came drifted over. Then he's got a jogging shoes on there.
And generally here you try and run the hoop by no more than a yard.
Okay.
You don't want to be close to yellow to allow yellow to clear once once red gets position.
Yeah. Straightforward, this isn't it? Oh, you'd hope.
Easy hoop. It looks like she's running it to the boundary to me. To me, that's a little bit close to yellow. I guess what she's thinking is if red does take good position, she's actually not going to take the clearance with yellow.
Yeah.
With blue, she's going to clear it straight away with black.
Okay.
It's only going to be a 5-yarder. And Lionel may play a bit deeper than normal. No, he's taking good position. So this is what I do. A lot of people play that ball 2 yards deeper to make it further away from black.
Right, okay.
I like forcing black to hit this in the middle.
Okay.
And she's actually decided it's far enough away
For a position, isn't it?
to try and get position blocking red, and she's underhit that quite badly. That's at least 3 balls short,
Okay.
although it is runnable. So it just hasn't blocked red's hoop.
And this is just an analysis by Lionel of the options and the percentages.
Yeah, Lionel there would have been ideally trying to get yellow in front, but also blocking blue at red.
Yeah.
And be interested to see how hard Jenny manages to hit this. Definitely increased power since moving those
Yes, of
hands
course.
down
Yeah, I can
a
see that.
year ago. Yeah, good shot, and I think she's cut that at the right angle. I'm not sure red's got anything now.
No. And black has got a good angle, hasn't it, as well? It's
Yeah.
eminently runnable.
It looks like it's about 35 degrees black. So has red got anything?
Lots of questions coming through about the Reg Callum game, by the way.
Well, all I know was I saw the end of game 1 and Reg won, I think, 7-5.
Yeah. Quite close, though, wasn't it?
It was, very competitive. Callum had beaten Toby earlier, and I think he won the third game 7-1. And Toby's a very strong player, so a 7-1 win would have really buoyed Callum's confidence.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Lionel did hit that, but unfortunately cut Jenny to a straighter position. Lots of people will look at that and go, well, why didn't she stop yellow away? Because stopping yellow away would have been in a very strong position. But every time you've got a straight hoop at this level, you don't want to give your opponent the extra rotation to potentially hit another clearance. So take it on straight away. And again, really good from Lionel. He's managed to position yellow wide from black. Yeah. And that's his strength. Jenny will play between yellow and the hoop because yellow hasn't got the easiest of hoops. Okay. Oh no, she's playing deep. That's interesting. Normally we would play between yellow and the hoop, very, very tight.
Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it?
But red is a long way away, so maybe she's saying, I'm happy to let yellow have a go at the hoop. Red probably won't be in better position. And red is a little bit short there. Not a bad shot. Certainly I think red's an easier hoop than yellow. I wouldn't be surprised to see a clear red. The other option is to go between red and the hoop.
Yeah.
And a clear red. So this is basically giving Lionel the go at the hoop. She knows she's 4-1 up. It's just putting more pressure on Lionel. That's a bad shot. So Lionel doesn't really have any pressure to do anything other than jaws this now. Jawsing's very, very strong. He's almost be tempted to get Jenny to take on a jump shot from that range.
Oh, right.
Because if she peels him through, that's okay there. She'll take it on, but if she peels him through, he gets first play at 7. So at 4-1 up, I think I would give up at this stage.
No, she's going for it.
She can play this. She'll play it on the bounce. Lovely shot. She got the height right, and as long as you get the height right, you're very, very unlucky if you ever peel yellow.
Yeah.
So anyone who's trying to practice their jump shots, focus on the height of the ball first, and once you can get the height right, then focus on direction.
That's a good tip, isn't it? That's a good tip. Yeah, a lot of people are intimidated by it. What about distance then? How do you learn to be able to jump at distance?
Well,
is that confidence?
It's technique, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
We had quite a controversial situation in the game a few years ago when Jamie Gumbrell became women's world champion, and people said, well, women can't jump from the boundary. And we played an 80-year-old lady in the New Zealand Open doubles in January or December, January, and I was nicely in the middle of hoop 3 and she was on the north boundary, and she played the perfect bouncing jump shot. Didn't seem too surprised when it went through cleanly, and if an 80-year-old lady can play a boundary jump shot, anyone can.
Hope for me, yeah.
You just need the technique right. I'm struggling with long jump shots at the moment because my back's straightening as I come down on the shot because it's trying to protect my lower back from the pain of hitting it. So I'm struggling to actually maintain the mallet angle throughout the shot.
Oh, that's interesting.
But yeah, you've just got to get the technique right.
Right. And sorry, just to interrupt, we've got the double banking game has just slowed things down. That's why they're standing. The screen has not frozen.
So they're
just waiting for all the balls to be out of the way.
Yeah,
sorry to interrupt you.
They're going from 2 to 3, the double bankers.
Yeah.
One of the things Jenny does when she's coaching golf croquet is she just starts off by saying to the player, hit the ball as hard as you can.
Right, okay.
And then, even if you're not actually jumping it,
something will happen.
And then move the mallet to a slightly different angle and hit it really hard again.
Yeah.
And then keep increasing the mullet angle.
Okay. Right, so she moved up and nudged blue. I mean, was she just getting up for
He's just
maybe a promotion or something? Maybe?
making sure she's onside.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's relevant there.
Yeah.
Lionel's got a good red in. Jenny should play to position now, but she should always be erring on the short boundary side.
Right.
If she just plays blue dead straight, red could potentially clear it and just about hold for position. Whereas if you're just a foot on the far side, red will never be able to hold for position.
Yeah, here she comes.
So long better than short. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's just great. So Jenny just reminding Lionel it's red rather than yellow. So good we don't get another.
Yeah, don't want that, do we? Yeah, so you felt that was a danger of the blue then?
Got to move it. It's much short of that clearance. And again, you want to hit it slightly right of centre. He would have preferred a little bit less central of contact. Jenny's got an option now, if yellow doesn't clear this, of clearing the red ball, which is why Lionel's felt forced to shoot at it.
Yeah.
And again, the other thing about
an ideal angle on that, was there? For the yellow, do you think?
I think that's great. He's got. Sorry, no. I'm not. She's clearing red here. This is very aggressive. I don't generally like clearing the ball. Oh, it's a fantastic shot.
So it works,
that really does show confidence.
It does.
We normally try and clear the ball that's just played.
Right.
And clearing the ball that's about to play, normally you clear it, you go somewhere away, and it gets first play
she held
back.
Position well there, didn't she?
So it's turning into this mid-range clearing battle again.
Yeah.
You're right, yellow should have been the northerly ball, and there. Now this is going to be doing exactly what I said before. This is the correct shot.
Yeah.
This is just clearing the ball that's just played, and Jenny now has a massively strong position here.
Yeah.
Lionel almost has to clear that,
Has
and then
to do play. Can't
blue
do.
will get 2 foot position.
And that's a nice cut, isn't it? That's
Good shot.
And he's out on the boundary, which is don't be afraid of the boundary, is what he says to me.
Yeah. So 2 foot straight position, blocking yellow from running the hoop. That's why Jenny's just waiting for yellow to be replaced, just to make sure she knows where
the
it
angle.
is.
Yeah.
And here, again, you miss. Long is better than short, because black can promote you if you're long, and she's played a perfect shot. That's just a block.
Straight block,
from what I can see.
Yeah, it is.
My
It looked good from what we could see there, and it does.
And now black can play another block. Red's almost forced to shoot at this, I think.
What, at blue?
Yeah, I think so. It's such a strong ball.
We'll find out. Here he comes.
It's about an 11-yarder.
Oh, a nice weight, isn't it? Well, it was a nice weight.
He shoots at that pace, and they're both mid-pace, sort of mid-pace clearers. They're not hard clearers.
It looked all right. I mean, if it would have been nice, he would have held his position. Was that the purpose of that pace?
It's his preferred shooting pace
as
more
well.
than anything.
Oh, right, okay.
But yeah, Jenny now can make sure that she's got the block on blue. Oh, I overhit that horribly. She's not good at that. Like, it isn't one of her strengths, just moving the ball a perfect amount from 2 yards away. Oh, bad shot. Came across it.
He must have been able to see it though.
It was open on blue, completely open, but you can't go for the middle of it. You've got to go for the edge, sort of half ball, to avoid the rush peel.
I wondered whether he could see the hoop, is what I meant.
Oh.
Because he touched the right hand upright.
He did. I thought it was blocking half the ball.
I thought it was too. It's just when it whistled past, for a second it looked okay.
So yellow's offside.
Just shows you, doesn't it?
And that's 4 consecutive hoops for Jenny. So 5-2 up. Game up. And Lionel's the sort of opponent that sort of the top players are always worried about.
Yeah.
Because he can play really nice positional and good tactical play. And if you don't play well, he tends to beat you.
Yeah.
So
you got to beat him, you mean?
Yeah.
In that sense, yeah.
Generally, if you play well, you will beat him. but he's always producing a good standard of play that needs. That's good again from Jenny.
Yeah, so she's doing what you're saying Lionel does, which is to get good technical position each time, and she's doing it consistently in this game, isn't she? You can see that.
And being able to run whatever hoop she's left with very cleanly. She's run a lot all the way up to the next hoop.
But I don't think Lionel, apart from all the hoops he's run, has had many pure, clean hoop shots in this game.
Probably not.
I mean, we won't count the last one, but I mean, he's had a couple from distance, maybe. But
So, just in case anyone's thinking about what balls we're using, because we're in a stage where there's lots of different types of balls on around. We're using old Dawsons, so the really good Dawsons that were made sort of 10 plus years ago, and they're fairly smooth, so the milling's been worn, and you can get really good back ball control when you're clearing. So they're really nice balls to play GC with.
that's interesting, Chris, because yesterday when Chris Roberts was it Chris Roberts was in it? Someone was with me, one of the commentators. We were asked that question, and someone said we were playing Fletcher balls.
No. So we played with the Invictus balls, which are the Fletcher balls at the men's and women's.
Yeah.
And we're going to play with them at the AC Opens.
Okay.
But these are reasonably old, well-worn Dawsons. So they're excellent balls.
I'll make a note for when it comes up again, Chris.
Okay. The only issue with them is that if you're going to be playing AC with them, because the milling's quite worn, there's not quite as much pull as I would like. And the other thing that tends to happen with all clubs is when you go down to the club, you play with primaries, don't you? So the secondaries are always a little bit bigger.
Absolutely. And that's what we use for hoop setting as well.
Exactly. You have to.
And invariably it's the pink. I was at Woking the other day and they said invariably up there it's the white.
White is normal. I've measured 200 sets in my life. And white, it tends to be the most common.
Right, here we are. We've got the referee here. Now are they at it again? I think we rely on our viewers to tell us what happened there, because we were chatting about balls. And we've also got line down time.
Blue's just cleared red, so it's red to play. I think they're just waiting for double banking, aren't they? I think the sequence
it must be because they're going up the middle. That's what it is.
Yeah, Lionel will be shooting up through black to hoop 6, won't he?
Absolutely. So it just was Frances was there. Maybe she was just walking past. I don't know. Frances, the tournament referee, so for those who don't know.
Now it's Chris trying to get through hoop 5 up to hoop 6, and he hit the outside of the wire from about 2 feet. And if we watch Stephen for a little while, from my perspective, the reason that Stephen has been so strong at golf croquet for so long is he's a really good positional player. And certainly when he was winning all our golf croquet tournaments 2 years ago, at the age of 71 or whatever he was, you could just see, generally all the other people he's playing are youngsters, and he's getting 3 times closer to the hoops than they are, and that means you get a lot more blocks during a game. So he's getting weaker as he gets older. He's got less power, and his swing's probably not quite as good, and his hoop stroke's not quite as good.
But his position
keeps him very competitive.
Yeah, I can see that.
And very similar to myself at the moment. I'm pretty rubbish at clearing balls and stuff, but I can keep myself in the game by.
It's quite intimidating that good position, isn't it? And particularly being able to come back once cleared to another good position.
I think
that was unlucky. Chris just tried to run the hoop.
It was a good effort as well. When you're 2 balls down like that, you might as well take on the hoop as clear is clear the brown ball. Another hoop to Stephen. So now they should get close to stopping. Is Jenny looking at a laws book here?
Yeah, I'll just tell you what's happening, Chris. Apparently they're asking for a hoop to be adjusted, and it's a question of whether it can be done in flight, i.e. in play.
Okay.
And the rule book is being checked.
Okay.
To be reset, presumably. Or whatever.
Right.
We're sort of second hand, but that's definitely a rule book pose, isn't it? And there's a referee, and Chris is a referee, so he'll have a view, but he shouldn't join in, should he really?
No. It's,
he is joining in, but he probably would say, well, if it's all right for me and my game, it's all right for you and your game. Or is that an unfair way of putting it?
No, the players have got the right to have the equipment to specification. So sometimes, for example, we play in Egypt and they hammer the hoops down quite a long way.
Yeah.
Sometimes they end up being 10 inches high, and someone's about to play a jump shot and they say, can we have the hoop reset? And the answer is yes, because it doesn't meet specifications. So they take it out and they put some sand in the bottom and eventually move it up to closer to 12 inches. And equally, if a hoop's too tight, you can have it.
Yeah.
The question is when it's leaning fractionally one way, can you have it reset? You can always have it reset when the carrots are proud, if they're affecting your mallet. But yeah, if it's leaning one way, can you have it reset?
I'm a bit worried. I've actually got a rule book in front of me, but I'm resisting the temptation to read it.
I'll resist that.
You'll resist it as well.
We've got Lionel and Jenny and Chris.
We've got the committee here.
And Jenny's an examining referee. And
there's a decision.
She's better on the rules than I am. I'm better on the on-court faults and that sort of thing. And Jenny's better on the rules and, for AC, the laws. So I tend to defer to her.
That was Chris's rule book, by the way.
Okay.
So that's a real committee effort, wasn't it?
I must explain why Jenny's wearing black socks today. People are wondering, why on earth when Jenny wearing black socks? Well, she was intending to play in black, all black today, and then couldn't find her black shorts. So had to change to white, because you're not allowed to go 50-50.
Oh, right, I didn't know that. Well, that's interesting.
So decided she couldn't possibly wear long trousers in this beautiful sunshine.
It is nice, isn't it?
And now she's got a 5-foot straight hoop to go 6-2 up. Yeah, very good, very smooth.
So it makes you wonder what the issue was.
It does. It looks to me as if it was leaning a little bit to the right.
It does look lopsided, doesn't it, on that camera angle?
And certainly, it's from visually, Lionel was trying to just go very close to that wire.
Even if you look out the window, Chris, it looks like it's slightly down compared to the next one along.
Definitely leaning. So a better positional shot this time from Lionel. He's got straight in front, but a couple of yards back. Jenny's not feeling threatened.
I think earlier this morning the hoop said having real trouble with a stone on the bottom.
You can do, can't you? Yes.
And I think he would. I know that he would spent ages getting it right, and obviously it's been moving a bit. In play, that's the problem. It's moved in play. Well, it didn't put her off. That's the most important thing, isn't it?
No, she'll be in two minds here. Normally, you would clear yellow because yellow's straight in front.
Yeah.
But if she thinks, oh, well, yellow might fail it or might just run it by a couple of yards, she'll just take position. She doesn't want Lionel to get a 2-foot straight hoop that can run up to 10.
No, he doesn't.
She's having a shot at it. That's
right.
Just missed the right.
It was interesting seeing her swing there.
Yeah, so you'll find lots of the top players have crooked swings. So Jenny, Robert Fulford, myself, we've all got crooked swings. Yeah. And for players like that, So Lionel being defensive here, he's trying to build a position at 9 where he not just wins the hoop, but he can all the way to 10.
Yeah.
He's 6-2 down.
Yes. And he held the yellow well there, didn't he?
A very good shot. But going back to the crooked swing, one of the things I try and sort of reinforce to Jenny is tempo.
Yeah.
So if you get the tempo wrong when you've got a crooked swing, you never get the timing right and hit it at the right spot. And Robert Fulford, when he practices, he uses a metronome.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a poor shot from Jenny.
Was she trying to be behind it?
She's trying to be really tight in front of it.
Oh, right.
So I think Red should take position here rather than run it 6-2 down. And that's not good enough. That simply isn't good enough, 6-2 down. You're going to be second ball to 10.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
Both of Jenny's balls get to 10. So a golf croquet isn't. Sometimes you get two players and one of them's much weaker than the other, and they lose 7-4, and they're I was really pleased to get 4 hoops. I don't really view the game like that. I view it as you either win or you lose, and you need to maximise your chance of winning. That's a fantastic positional shot again.
That is very good. What is that? 18 inches short? Would you say? If that?
If that, yeah.
Because the camera angle showed us it was quite close. Isn't it?
So it is a double for yellow, but it's not a double for red.
Oh, that's 12 inches, isn't it?
He doesn't like this. He doesn't like. Nope. And Jenny will try and play between red and black, probably about 3 yards short of the hoop.
Okay. Right, and the hoop's coming to be adjusted, you say?
Yeah, it's definitely leaning. Martin's going, well, it's firm. He's not quite sure. And here's his last shot. And she's hit the blocking blue. So quite an easy 7-3 win for Jenny
looks
there.
Like it.
Moving on, I'm hoping we're going to get a look at some of these Spaniards. Very exciting. I really like Inigo Castagnon.
Yeah.
Only won 1 out of 3 yesterday, but his 2 losses were to very, very good players.
Okay.
I think he's very strong.
Yeah.
Has a very interesting mallet where the handle is bent.
He's got a funny handle, yeah.
But it's bent the opposite way to people like Robert Fulford and Samir Patel, who have it bent towards them.
Okay.
He plays with the bend away from him.
Okay.
Playing, I think, Solomon grip. So it'd be fascinating if we were able to watch him at some stage during the event. And I should also mention Matteo Palazon, who got 3 out of 3 yesterday.
Nice win there. Jenny's just finished. So.
Yeah, I'd given her that one.
I know you had. But I'm just saying that's it. So that's that. So yes, it will be interesting. I mean, we're in the luck of the draw, the tournament. Well, actually, to be fair, now what's happening is the lawns are up for grabs, but the tournament manager can perhaps nudge people to lawn 7, the one we're covering, so that we get the coverage that you're talking about. We've got 32 high quality players, so we want to have a decent mix, decent games.
I know there'll be people in Spain hoping that they get one of their players on.
Absolutely.
And those are the 2 that stand out to me. Matteo won 3 out of 3 yesterday, beating Gary Phipps, and Gary won the Open Doubles, remember?
I do. With a funny mallet.
Yeah.
Kinky, his handle was designed as a kinky handle by my fellow commentator. I didn't quite go with that, but kinked, I think, is what they meant.
So,
we shall see. So we're just going to
watch Stephen.
Well, we could do. We haven't really got the. Well, we're going to wait for the second game. We're not sure. Are they proposing to kick off? Because you'd have thought they'd want to sort the hoop out first, wouldn't you?
Well, we don't.
Well, whatever it is.
That's Jenny 2-0. So that match is over.
It's match over. Sorry,
we've got no double bankers as of yet.
I'm losing track of where I am. Thank you.
So let's try and have a little look at the clips. I think Stephen's well ahead. 1, 2.
There's a thing here if you want to, Chris.
I think it's 6-2 to Stephen.
Yeah.
So again, not particularly tight. Stephen's going to be trying to rush his partner ball over because White's dead in front of 3-back, hoop 9. So Green trying to promote. Oh, it's a lovely shot. And that's one of the benefits of playing association croquet. Stephen will have played hundreds of thousands of shots like that in his career.
Yes.
And he's rushed brown to a position where it's got a choice. Normally you would always take on the hoop.
Okay.
Because green's been left behind. So I'm anticipating brown to take on the hoop. And I think it's to win the game.
Yeah, there's a peg out on the, there's a clip on the peg.
So probably the match as well.
So there's a green clip on the peg, I think. It's not, it's quite bright out there, but I definitely think I can see that. Yeah, you can see it on the camera here. Do you see on the peg?
Yeah, yeah.
Stephen's just done his lying down routine, by the way.
Yeah. So it should be brown at the hoop here. Keeps fiddling with his technique as to whether he's casting or not casting. Good effort. But white can now jump that, and brown's going to be a little bit in trouble getting up to 10. So I think he definitely wants to jump this cleanly.
And green's
miles away on the end of A bulk, and I think pink can just about get past the hoop up to hoop 10. So a chance for Chris to maybe get back to 6-3 and then 6-4 down.
Yeah.
And then once you're going up the middle, you're always in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. But he may not get very far.
Oh, that's a wibbly.
A wibbly.
Yeah, I thought he played it quite high into the far wide. I never thought it was going more than about 10 yards through the hoop.
No, it hit the top, didn't it? I think on the camera.
Yeah,
It looked like it just clipped it.
Chris will have a similar choice to Stephen. He can either play pink up there and shoot with white, or he can try and rush white further up there. I think white's sufficiently short. I'd just take position with pink here. He's gone for the rush, and not a great shot really.
He plays AC, doesn't he, as well?
He plays both, yeah.
Yes. So he has the that eye, or the by that I mean the eye for the angle.
Yeah, it was a
And the
longer,
rushes, yeah,
more
and
difficult shot than Stephen
Yeah.
played. Stephen's done well there, going through the hoop. And his length's not bad. Not an unreasonable place to have it behind the hoop here, particularly having to go through 9. It's better than just running it by 3 or 4 yards. So I think white's going to have to clear this green here. You don't really want to let Stephen have a straightish, albeit long hoop to win. And the other player I'd like to see a bit of on the show launch, our defending champion, Jamie Birch.
Yeah.
Looked like he was in pretty good nick yesterday when I was watching him.
Yeah. I saw him on this lawn, on lawn 6, which is just to the right of us, as we're looking out our commentary window. And he looked on reasonable form there. So Chris gave that a go, didn't he?
Yeah, it's a strange shot because pink. People will go, well, pink's in the air 11, but pink's offside. Pink got there off partner ball.
Yeah.
So if pink had got there off an opponent ball, I think it's the right shot.
Yeah.
I think it was a bit too aggressive there.
Maybe he's thinking it's Stephen will just run it. And it was a difficult shot to clear.
I think clearing it was perfectly
better
reasonable.
Option. It's a better option.
It's outside of the wire.
So I think we were doing commentator curse here, aren't we?
Going back to my previous comment about him, the one at 3 back, he grounded his mallet. The one at
So he's inconsistent, you're saying?
Yeah, he cast over that one. He didn't stop. He just cast. And I do like the players who do the same thing all the time.
Yeah. Because you can take the weight out of it, or whatever you want to do. Once you've got your one technique, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. Felix Webby has a very good pre-shot routine.
Right, okay.
Who else? Jack Good. Jack Good's got a really good pre-shot routine.
Right.
So
what would you do here? Would you be looking just to leave green there, because otherwise green will be cleared by Chris, which is, he's down on the boundary.
I'm probably going to just take position with the brown rather than promoting green here.
Yeah.
It's a half ball cut on green,
Yeah.
so it's a little bit more difficult. I'm just going to take position and then clear with wherever green finishes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And obviously white might miss green, and then
Yeah.
you've got an easy clearance on pink.
Yeah, yeah.
So just take 2 foot, 3 foot,
Yeah.
10-degree position with brown.
Although he seems to be eyeing up the green there. From where he was a second ago. That's eyeing up the green, isn't it?
Yeah, he's definitely playing the cut rush. I think it's quite difficult. I don't know whether he's going to cast or stop. He doesn't seem to know whether he's going to cast or stop. Average. Brown isn't in position. Green's in a very long-running position.
Will Chris go for it, do you think?
White should take on green here.
Yes, I mean, yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, Chris is just down here on the boundary on this angle, so...
Yeah, definitely take this on.
Yeah, Chris is, yeah. It's not that far, is it?
This is his positional shot stance. No. I wonder whether he did something a bit different because he didn't have a proper stalk because of the
fence.
The fence.
Oh, really? He didn't miss by much, but
Stephen will just be defensive now because white's miles away. This
yeah.
is just a
Stop
middle
on.
ball clearance.
Oh, didn't want that, did he?
No. One of the things about clearing that type of shot is you've got to hit it harder than you think. It's not just about clearing pink to the boundary.
Yeah, no.
Your ball has to be skidding
Yeah.
when it hits the pink to get the really good contact. And again, I want him to hit that 4 times harder. Feeding brown the pink ball is just bad. He's got options now of taking position and then green clearing pink to wired, or this is what I would do, always clear the pink.
So do these guys listen to your commentary and when you say it's a bad shot?
They probably do. I mean, one of the things I do that most commentators don't is I criticise the lines
Well,
of play.
that's what I was...
And lots of commentators are polite. And
Thank you. Well, I try to be.
Sort of, they go, I'm not quite sure what he did there, and I'm
that
going,
was,
well,
or that
this is
was
wrong.
close, or whatever it was. Yeah. Yeah, you're saying in the scheme of things, from a range of good to bad, that was fortunate. I would have called that.
That was very fortunate. He's not trying to get anywhere near there, really.
He wasn't trying to get in the jaws, do you think?
No. He's just trying to block.
I mean, those hoops, you know what quadways are like. They're unforgiving, so that's quite a nice bounce off, wasn't it?
Lovely bounce off, yeah.
But that's so inconsistent, and that's quite a nice attempt at a block, isn't it, for the brown to stop it getting white, is that right?
I think that's the idea. He's certainly trying to do that. Brown potential has a rush peel, remember?
Yeah.
So it's an incredibly weak position for Chris.
So a rush peel on a winning shot. So
Winning shot.
Would you sort of take that as a preference?
It depends whether I think white can get green out the hoop if I clear it to a boundary. It depends if I think white can jump green, because you can just clear pink here if you want.
Yeah.
If you don't think he can get over it, you can clear the pink.
Is that finger measuring a gap by any chance?
No, it's measuring. It's how he plays his rushes. So he's going right. Green needs to go through the hoop
right.
at that angle.
Okay.
My brown ball needs to hit the green there.
Got it.
So that's what he does with his finger pointing.
And that's regular.
He does that association croquet for lots of his cut rushes.
Yeah, okay, great. That's useful to understand. Because I would have thought he was just looking at a gap. But
And there we go. That's the match.
yeah, and the hat comes off. I've seen him do that a few times watching the matches.
And it's good courtesy for, my father always taught me when I was playing golf, you were wearing a cap, you finish the match, hat off, shake hands.
So that finishes the games. We don't know what's happening. We need to go away and have a look, see what's happening. Chris, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks,
come
sir.
back and join me.
Okay.
That was really good. Can we just pop up croquet schools again, just to have it as a tick over? What we're trying to do is leave people with a visual
Absolutely.
of what they can see.
Absolutely.
It might be, if can you get the chance, Adrian, of putting up the table rather than... Because what we're showing on the screen at the moment is the running table of the scores.
Yeah.
But it's actually quite nice to have the summary, which actually shows the games won relative to others. Matches played, hoops run, games won, hoops, etc. Well, you're familiar with croquet skills.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, we know everybody's got access to it, and that's what they should be doing, rather than depending on us, because we can't feed everything for you, but we'll do our best.
And just to comment about croquet scores, what a fantastic resource
Absolutely.
Tim Murphy's made available to us.
Absolutely.
And the other thing is, when I'm talking to people who don't really follow croquet, so they might be, friends, relatives,
Yeah, exactly.
and I point them to the thing, and their comment is always, I can't believe how many tournaments are happening this week around the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
And isn't that a great advert for the global game?
It is. And they're probably just only looking at GC
Yeah.
as well, not all the others.
So-
I have the different reaction. My children particularly say, we don't understand it. And then I say, well, I can explain it. And they said, no, we don't want to hear that.
Oh, right, okay.
That's another commentator's curse, or is that a father's curse? Chris, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And come and join me later on, if you will.
Yeah, will do.
maybe come and grab me for the Spaniard game.
Yeah, if
That'd
you
be
get a
quite
Spaniard
useful.
on, I'd love to watch
Yeah,
them. Thank
give
you.
me a shout. Thank you very much indeed. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
And we're back shortly. We'll keep you posted what's happening. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. All 49 of you. Time for a cup of tea. Bye now.
feed.
Yeah. Right, not afternoon yet, good morning again. It's Pat Coulter here, this time with Martin French. We're just going to watch a new new block game, and it's Tim Russell against Callum Johnson. Callum has won the toss and has put a blue across, as you can see, just past the hoop, so it's a good place. And Tim has come across in between.
A bit short with the red.
He's a bit short, so he's out of the way. So Callum's featured a few times in our commentary. We haven't seen Tim thus far, so it's nice to have a different mix as well. You can see, hopefully the feed is nice and smooth. I can see it sort of buffering a little bit.
Black
on the
has
screen.
ended up dead straight in front of hoop one, maybe 2 yards back.
So I'm just mentioning it to our techie guys who are on top of everything. They're just making sure that we're seeing the ball sort of stuttering as it's coming across, and I don't think it's the player's shot.
Now that was interesting that Tim didn't feel the need to shoot at blue.
Yes. But he's protected red though, that's... Do you think this is a double hit coming up?
It looks likely, they're close enough together. Yep.
Yeah. And there was no hesitancy there in looking at the angles or anything, was it? It was...
Well, it did look straight, didn't
It was middle to middle to middle.
Yeah.
So it was more than a middling good shot then.
Ho, ho, ho.
Well, we'll get the old jokes out of the way.
So Tim again isn't shooting at black, he's just coming back into position. Is Callum going to ignore red and just run the hoop? I think he might be. Yes, Callum's run the hoop.
Well, we thought it looked like it was going to, didn't it?
And he's run it beyond hoop 2.
I had Chris Clark with me just now on a previous game. He was saying this actually going past sometimes isn't a bad place to be. So there's a school of thought there, isn't there?
Well, it's certainly, it was jokingly called 10 years ago Egyptian control. that even when you were in the jaws of hoop 1, you'd smash it beyond hoop 2.
Right.
On the principle you could then clear anything that came
Yeah.
in front with more control to a long boundary.
But I think yesterday, was it you saying that means they've got a bigger angle to hide in if you're behind?
Yes.
So that's quite a nice shot, isn't it? Laying
Is
up
it going to
nicely.
pull up in time
Is he? It looks like he's hidden from
from black?
black, or not, or maybe he's hiding yellow from black. Do you think? It looks more like it, doesn't it, from what we can see on the screen? Yeah, that's another hit. He's on its way.
I'm not quite sure what Callum's aiming to hit there. Oh, red. He could
Red.
see red.
You could see red, but I think was he slightly hoping it might have gone on and picked up the yellow?
I don't know. Certainly didn't hit red very centrally, so he's black shot off to some distance, leaving Tim a longish hoop 2.
Oh,
A rather jabby hoop stroke.
It was
from
jabby,
Russell,
wasn't it?
Yes, which is unusual.
I. Okay.
So blue has cleared yellow to the east boundary almost. It's within 2 yards, and kept blue close to the hoop.
Yeah. So is this going for position, hoop, or it looks like hoop
I
to
think the
me?
answer is yes.
Yeah, and it's no. Is that's gone past, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
gone past.
You keep wanting to look out the window.
I'm sorry about that.
You have the benefit of wanting to have been able to look out the window. So our poor viewers are stuck with our commentary and what's showing on the screen. But actually, it's pretty good. I mean, we're very pleased with been able to cover it with 3 cameras.
Well, I'll look out the window, but pretend,
Yeah.
pretend I'm not.
Yeah, well, between us, we'll make sure they get the full 3D view of what's happening.
It's only a 2D game though, unless there's a jump shot.
And that was a lovely clearance by Tim. You know,
From a long way away.
from a long way away. Minimal swing there, did you notice that?
Well, so I've played Tim before, and I've never noticed a particularly jabby style.
But that was
the
both
last few
times,
shots
yeah.
and his approach with red was
Yeah.
quite jabby too.
Well, that was definitely, the clearance
Yeah.
was great, but it was a definite jabby, stabby. We'll come up with new.
Ooh.
Oh,
Callum missed red by not very much. It's
Yeah.
gone beyond the halfway marker.
and is it? I mean, red's not a threat in the sense of running the hoop, but is it going to have to go for black? Do you think? Because we saw
Well,
Callum jumping, didn't we?
Yes, I think if he just puts red right in front of the hoop, black will certainly be tempted by the jump. Whether he's successful or not, who knows?
Yeah,
That looks plumb in front of the hoop, I think.
I think we can.
So we've
Yeah,
got
we know what's happening now.
black with a
This is, looks
2.5
like a
yard
very
jump.
nice jump.
No,
No.
glanced off the upright.
That was a shame, wasn't it? So that's worked out to be a good position for red.
Yes.
Because a minute ago it looked vulnerable, but so again we were looking at how Tim's playing his shots. You were saying you're not. Well, that wasn't a stabby shot.
Still didn't have a great deal of backswing. Shouldn't obsess about this, but we all hit the ball different ways.
Yeah, and he's got a crooked mallet style, hasn't he? Did you see the head was
Yeah,
crooked?
that's optional, but it's quite common, I think.
Yeah, that's what Chris Clark was saying. That lots of players, with all, irrespective of the swings. Oh,
Good
that was a
shots,
lovely
dear
shot,
Red.
wasn't it?
But he's got to do the same with black in a minute to clear yellow.
And red will should just be back in a great position. You'd hope, wouldn't you? Or expect.
When I started playing, there was still a number of elderly players with side style,
Oh yeah.
and there was a particular player at Hunstanton, Jane Neville Rolfe, who was about a 2
Oh.
handicap.
Is that a good play? Oh, that's quite a big gap from that other camera angle. It looked quite a narrow one. What do you think?
Let's see what happens with black. Missed it. And Jane's normal stroke would come around like a scythe, behind
Oh,
a big
really?
curve with the head at an odd angle,
right.
but it would flick straight at the last moment, and she
How
was
weird.
a consistently good shot,
Yeah.
despite the fact it looked like she couldn't possibly be.
It's disconcerting, that, isn't
It
it?
is, isn't it? Very
Well-
stabby again.
There's no backswing there, is
No,
there?
not at all.
I mean, sometimes we count strokes.
Yes.
I think what we
swings.
might be doing, we might count when we see a swing.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him about that, because as you say, it's not his...
I don't think it's his normal style. Do you think it's tension? Oh, that's a good shot. In off.
Enough, yes. Oh, hello, we got Stephen Mulliner popped up over our shoulders,
Just to have a quick look.
just to have a quick look
Hello,
and to
Stephen.
see. This is the view that the YouTube viewers have got in front of us,
Right.
and we've seen Callum yesterday playing a pretty amazing game, and Tim was just saying he seems to have been adopting a stubby, stabby, we don't know what word to use, do we, style, rather than swinging.
Hardly any backswing.
Hardly any backswing, which is slightly unusual for him, I think.
Yeah.
We can't speculate why, but it comes across as a lack of confidence, perhaps. Well, it's quite nice to have Stephen in here without bringing in and wafting beer under my nose. So
Too early in the day.
Too early in the day. He's going to get his revenge later.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good
it's a
shot,
lovely
isn't it? I mean, Callum yesterday with Reg it was clearance heaven. It meant it made for a long game, but it was clearance. But
And what's particularly good about the Budleigh courts is the smoothness of the surface.
Yeah.
And the ball doesn't leap around too much.
absolutely. Can I just lean past you a minute?
Yes, it is a delight to play at Budleigh, and the fact that all of the lawns we use are so similar in
Yeah.
pace and
Yeah.
in the odd imperfections that
Yeah.
there's very little local knowledge advantage. Or I've played on that lawn yesterday, so I know where it's going to go.
Well, I
Compared to
play
most
here
clubs.
all the time at the club, but you do get used to
I think
some.
court 3 might be.
I was going to say court
Yeah,
three.
there are a few little borrows.
Court 3 is our tester one, but
So he's just cleared and.
so how are you doing, Stephen? As you're here,
Well, so far so good.
well, that's
So another 3 matches to go.
well, that's encouraging. And getting a message saying the audio is cutting out. Keeps cutting out. So we're just going to double check that, Chris O'Brien. Thank you for letting us know. Let us know who it is. We're not moving anything at this end, so be useful to know if everyone could, if it's just you, Chris, dare I say it, or is it us coming out? Could other people just give a thumbs up or something to let us know if audio's all right, please? Thank you.
So Callum's just played back in front of hoop 3, but red is immediately behind him.
Right, because we're trying not to be talking every second of everything. We want you to enjoy the shots as you can see them on the screen, and to reflect on what we all should be doing better in terms of our play.
Be younger, that's the answer. Yes, Callum's
So
cleared red again.
Yeah, so Callum's very strong.
Yes.
Yes. So Alison Murray is telling me audio is fine, so it may just be you, Chris. If you could just keep us posted, please.
So red's got a shot of maybe 12 yards back at black, but yellow may well be obstructing his view of black.
That's true. Okay. We just had someone pop in and
Yes.
listen to YouTube online, and it seemed to be okay as well. So, it hopefully in the nicest possible way, Chris O'Brien, it's you. But I mean, again, keep us posted. We'll do what we can.
So Tim has just unfortunately cleared his partner ball,
Oh, right.
leaving Callum to run hoop 3. But
And-
he's run it rather. It did hit the upright of 4, but it's gone past 4 by.
That
a
was
couple of
very
yards.
close, wasn't
It was
it?
very close. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he was trying to do 2 hoops in one from 2 or 3 foot in front of hoop 3, but nonetheless he's just run past hoop 4. So Callum is now 3-0 up.
Okay. We're seeing quite a bit of movement around the courts at the moment from games being finished. So if you haven't recently checked your croquet scores for the update of what's going on, please do. As well as looking at the tables, etc., of the plays, you can also check the summary position, which will show you relatively how well people are doing in the groups in terms of games, matches won, hoops, differences, etc. It gives you an idea of who will be going through to the knockout at this stage.
I think there's one unfinished match from last night.
Yes, there
which
is.
isn't shown on there at all between Reg and Callum.
Yes, and that's going to be played, if at all, tomorrow morning.
Oh right, okay.
That's been decided tomorrow morning, early,
Whether it'll be needed or not.
if needed. So it's. It did run that. Yes, so we were right. It didn't. Black did run the hoop.
Oh right.
So that was a double. No wonder Callum
Right.
waved his hand.
I thought it
It looked like
hit
it.
the upright on the outside and came past. That
So-
was particularly good then.
So remember we were talking about
Yeah.
alluding to Tim's body language.
There might be
I
a
think
reason.
we can allude to it further now.
But Callum has just missed
Okay.
8-yarder, 9-yarder at red.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, it's interesting. It's always ironic, isn't it? When you're on the lawn, sometimes you can't even judge the
Yes.
angles of
Oh,
what's
yes.
going on. Particularly jumps. If you're slightly not
ever
in the
so
right
hard,
place.
yes. I've been in the awkward position
Right.
in a
So
championship of playing a jump, looking up, seeing it go beyond the hoop.
Okay.
Didn't know what happened, asked my opponent, they said they weren't looking, they didn't know.
Yeah.
So we're getting another thumbs up on the sound. It's all okay. So, but again, I'd say, Chris, just keep trying.
So Callum tried a longish jump over red, which was blocking his way to hoop 5, and it didn't go. Spun away beside the hoop.
Interestingly, it's starting to become not well a bit greyer, or in other words, the
Yeah,
clouds a
it's a
bit
bit more
thicker. The
overcast.
sun's gone away, but I mean that it's quite well. It's quite hot out there.
It is. The sun's been very warm this morning.
Nice breeze as well. That helps.
So rather than putting red in the jaws, Tim's chose to move red to guard yellow from black's shot on the side boundary.
Yeah, coming
which
in
is
from
coming
the
in
west
well,
side and
it
through the
narrowly
gap.
missed.
It
Yeah.
went through that gap. That's
And so black shot into the fourth corner,
yeah,
leaving Tim with a
relatively
2-foot, fairly
straightforward.
straight hoop.
Well, we shouldn't
With a
do
lovely
this.
backswing.
That's a nice shot.
Oh, some backswing.
Yes, there we are. We've got it.
And he's run to a nice position, a yard and a half in front of hoop 6. So the score is now 4-1 to
Yes.
Callum.
Callum looks very focused, doesn't he? Oh, that was close.
Missed hoop 6. He wasn't shooting at yellow, he was shooting directly at the hoop.
Martin's looking out the window again, guys, so you have to try and control
You
it.
have to draw the curtains to stop me.
I'll have to stop it. It's the referee in it. He wants to see the facts.
Yeah.
What's actually happening. So Callum is tucked away, as you can see, up in the southeast corner. So it's a nice long shot. Is he going to run the hoop? What do you think? Or that or the red? I think
I'll tell you after it's happened.
that was
he missed the hoop. I think he was
that-
going for the hoop.
That was hoop. It was
Yeah.
so far away from red.
Yes.
It wasn't near enough to call it.
So Callum's last few shots have suddenly
He's practicing that
dropped
swing
a bit
though.
in standard compared
Yeah.
to his earlier shooting.
Yeah. But he just did a bit of reset after the ball had gone, didn't he, just then? You
Yeah.
could see him just working through.
Conscious that he hadn't.
Now here we go. This is where we would want to see Tim being sort of more confident.
Very stabby again.
Stabby in, yeah. It's very odd. I've never seen him like that before.
Still, his jaw's yellow.
Well, he won't object to that, although
Black is beside.
black and blue are on the north boundary.
Right, okay.
That's a dot.
Yes.
We've got a mysterious look. We've had this pointed out by Sylvia earlier that we got a dot on that camera. Unfortunately, it's behind the lens or
Oh, right.
behind the
'Cause
cover.
I was thinking, well, that's black. Black's gone.
No, there's
He's
black.
shot at yellow.
Well, black's just gone
Just
back
gone
up
shot
so he
through.
could rehearse that shot that he's just been rehearsing from the other end. So he's up into the
blue game,
southeast
back that
Cambria.
way.
Was that
That
blue?
was blue game,
Was it blue?
yes.
Oh, right. Well,
Sorry, looking out the window, it was blue.
Yeah. So it was blue. So, but that was nowhere near.
So
I
now
mean, was he
Tim's
going?
got a shot to knock yellow through with red, which he's successfully done,
Yeah.
and played red over towards
That's a good shot, isn't it?
hoop 7, though it's gone
Yeah.
rather far past it.
So that would have been why Callum went for red then. Would that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Black's offside, so he's been kicked
Dispatched
lawn.
across the way.
Callum playing back in towards hoop 7. Doesn't look like he's shooting at anything in particular.
Right, that
Good
looks
shot.
rather nice.
Maybe
It's slightly
a-
off centre, so he's
maybe
so
a
he-
yard long, but it's good.
yeah, and just past as well. It's
Yeah.
about, so he's got a clear run to the next hoop if need be.
Yeah.
My goodness. But was that Jack Good running around the court? My goodness, it's a full speed ahead.
Oh, it was some competition for
Oh,
who can get on which lawn there.
Who can get? So because we're doing a bit of double banking, there's a bit of a youthful exuberance, for want of a better term. I mean, some people just like Aston who just stroll down, haven't they?
He has long legs. He goes almost
Right.
as fast.
It's giving everybody some entertainment here in the on the commentary, outside the commentary box.
So
Right,
yellow's
here we go.
joined with black in front of hoop. Red's got a relatively short shot at black from the boundary for
Yeah.
Tim. 7 yards probably, just under.
Yeah. So we need to be a bit round to the left. The camera's out of
It's
the
going around
angles.
slowly.
We need to see where the
Tim
other
is.
ball.
Here he
There it is. Camera's moving slowly. We've got the other. But this is the
So I guess Tim's
lawn
shooting
side
at
camera.
black. Yeah,
That's a nice
beautiful shot.
So that's a nice lawnside camera shot. By the way, lawnside is the name of our accommodation that we have if anyone's interested in ever staying down here. So look it up if you're that interested. That gets my performance bonus covered. Getting that mentioned here. No, only Josh, and I'm a volunteer as like everybody here, so it's really nice to encourage visitors to the club in whatever form.
When I first played down here in the 80s, that
Chris
what's now the
O'Brien's come back.
Lawnside
Sorry,
Lens
it
was,
said he restarted and it's all fine. Thank you, Chris, for letting us know.
was
We're worried about the next thing now.
another clubhouse which had bizarrely a rugby player's bath in it, a really deep,
Oh, how
large,
nice.
square bath.
Oh, how nice. Right.
Tim going for 7. Ooh,
Right.
that looked fairly straightforward hoop, you would have been thinking. And was a safe opportunity to pull another one back on
Yes.
Tim, on Callum, which has gone begging.
So he'll be getting a little bit frustrated with that, won't he? Because he hadn't looked settled from the beginning.
No. Callum's played back blue from the fourth corner to
Yes, that's a
yard and
nice
half
shot,
in
isn't it?
front of a hoop. Black's now joined it. Sorry, red's now
Red's
joined it.
in front,
And black.
slightly to take the running line out off black. But is there a double target? Oh, there's a double target there, I think. Yeah. Oh, and he got it. Did you see that?
Hit the hoop
Hit
and
the hook,
screwed
came out, backspin and came all the way through. Now, if Tim was not, yeah, Tim just. Let's just see. We can tell from his shot how he
Yeah.
feels. Well, that's better, isn't it?
Mm.
That's a nice smooth action, and a nice length. It's sort of what's
Yes.
maybe 8 foot short.
In front of hoop 8, and it's straight.
Yeah. So he'll be happy with that. He's not happy. He wouldn't be happy with his red, because his red's tucked away in behind the hoop, isn't it?
But then, in compensation, it looks like blue is also hampered, maybe by
Yeah.
hoop or by black from
Yeah. Do you think it might
going
just
down the lawn.
sacrifice itself and move black?
No, I'm not sure you can see all of black. No, so I think he'll be going around the side. Oh, that looked like he tried to run the hoop with the other ball,
Yeah.
which even on ordinary hoops is a risky approach.
What's Tim going to do then?
Well, Tim is probably even more screwed.
Oh, he's just going for.
He's played wide, I think. Hasn't
He's
he?
just gone
Oh no,
for
it's come
hop.
down all right.
That's a surprise. We were not expecting that, were we?
So Callum is stuck with both balls behind the hoop or in difficult positions around the hoop. The previous
He's-
hoop,
he
whereas
is
Tim's got
smiling.
both balls in front of the next hoop.
So he's just going to go
He's played
halfway,
out to one
is
side. He's just played out to one side.
he? No, but he's making sure that he's
Yeah. Oh yes, he hasn't.
not
gone
offside, is what I meant.
So Tim has a straight hoop shot here.
It's nice to see we've already got some members watching the game. We hope to see more as the day goes on, but particularly over the weekend when we get into the knockout stages. This should be okay. I mean, is this an instance where he might think about a promotion or not, or is that just too complicated?
I think yellow's probably far enough into a hoop to be fairly safe that you'll hit it through rather than bounce it out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There's
but
always an element of risk though in these. He's looking like maybe I think he's playing to a halfway line.
yeah, that's what I thought. I just wondered
Yeah.
whether he might have decided to put red in a position to promote. I
Yeah.
suppose it's just not worth it.
The danger always is you end up with neither ball in good places.
Yeah. And Jack's
Callum's also played down to the halfway line off the lawn.
Yeah.
So that's now 5-3 to Callum after Tim made that hoop. Callum playing across from the side boundary to in front of
Yeah,
the
it
hoop.
looks all right, doesn't it?
9, it's a bit long and a
Can't-
bit deep, I think. Yes, it's definitely
Yeah.
gone past
Yeah,
the
it's okay.
optimum position. He might have wanted to go a little far because red was fairly close, but I think he might have overdone
where's-
it.
Oh,
Red's ended up straight in front of the hoop at about
okay.
4.5 yards back from the hoop.
Okay. So where's...
Black is on the middle of a south boundary.
Yeah. You can't see anybody at the moment. So is he going...
X-ray specs I can see.
Yeah, you're all right. It's, so he's going to go for the...
I think he was
Yeah.
contemplating shooting at red,
And then he's changed
but
his mind.
instead he's taken a position.
It may be that our logo is...
And the danger of shooting at red is it would have gone off the boundary behind blue, so
Yeah.
it would easily have punted blue miles away. So black's a yard in front of a hoop, red's further back in front of a hoop, blue's at an angle. May have a hoop shot. It's yellow to play. Tim's gone across to look at the exact position
Yeah.
of the balls in front of hoop.
He's just
line.
nicely walking through our logo, isn't he? It's kind of him, isn't it?
Not everyone can do that.
Not everybody can do that. Takes skill, doesn't it?
Have to mind your head.
Yeah.
Tim's back at his ball, but he's stood there contemplating what to do.
Oh,
Is he taking a position?
here
Is
he
shooting
goes.
at black, or is he taking a
No,
position?
he's holding, isn't he?
He's looking, trying
Oh.
to take a close position. But I think it's just run past.
It looked quite dry across there then, didn't it? Relative. But from in live, looking out the window, it looks nice and green. Then you can see it's properly green.
Callum's chosen to snuggle red.
Oh, I think you
because
can see the
a
hoop.
clearance wouldn't have taken it far enough away. But
That
as you
hoop.
can see on the screen, red's still got a clear view at the hoop.
And black.
And black, so that's a choice. This is where too many of us would go through the gap in between black and the hoop.
Yeah. I mean, black's got a hoopable position, hasn't it?
Yes.
You'd have thought from there.
Yeah.
If not runnable. No, the black's runnable. That's the problem.
Yes.
Because what is it? It's about 2 foot back, isn't it?
Yes, whereas red's
It looks closer than it is, doesn't it?
5 yards back.
So it is a...
So he may only be able to see the hoop and not black because
Yes,
of blue's presence. So he may be forced into the braver shot.
Yeah, he went for
Well,
the
he
brave
took
shot.
for it, took it on, but it didn't go. So now we'll see that black is probably in a runnable position.
Yeah, lovely. And it came
Nice,
out beautifully square, didn't it?
It's gone off the north boundary.
Oh, wow.
So quite comprehensively too hard.
Yeah, but he
For
got it
position.
straight. It was
Oh yeah,
like,
it came out straight.
Came out nice and... this is not a bad weight either, though. Just
It's a
stop
little
him. Yeah,
long.
that's
Oh, no,
stopping.
it's held up.
No, that's held up
So
beautifully.
Tim's got good position with red.
Yeah.
about
Well,
6 foot in front of hoop 10, and possibly cross-wired from black.
Yeah,
Can't
or a
tell
tight
quite.
little shot if it
Yeah.
is.
So that makes it 6-3 to Callum in the first game.
We got 63. Speaking of 63, we've got 63 viewers. Now, how about that? So when it's
Spooky.
7-3, I hope to see we've got 73 viewers. Nice to have you watching us. Thank you. Hope we're helping you enjoy the game, with or without what we're saying. There, that's a nice yellow, isn't it? Rolling up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is good. Now that should be.
It's very angled. It's gone.
I think Black can see it.
almost next to a hoop.
Black will be able
Black's
to see it,
playing
won't
in
it?
gently. I thought red can see the hoop, but it's quite a long hoop. So red might clear blue instead. But then can't
No,
clear it very far away.
no,
So
it's a hoop shot, isn't it?
yeah, Tim looks like he's taking on. He's still not sure, but he looks like he's taking on the hoop shot.
Well, yeah.
And I suspect from black's position that yellow probably could only jaws and black would be able to jump.
Yeah.
So it looks now like he might be clearing black rather than going for
Yes,
a
it
hoop.
does look like that, doesn't it?
Change of
And
mind.
in off, maybe?
Might have been, but
Yeah, the
Probably
hand indicated he was hoping for a little bit more.
wanting to be lucky.
And Leslie's just said wrong ball to us. Sorry, what have we missed, Leslie?
Well, it is a while since blues played.
I can't see the tournament referee out there, or I don't know who's watching.
Well, it's irrelevant anyway, because they've played in sequence for the last 2 or 3 shots anyway. So
So sorry, Leslie, we didn't spot it.
any wrong ball was history. So Callum has a longish hoop shot with blue. It's easy, isn't it?
It is.
So that's the first game to Callum.
Yeah, 7-3.
So have we got 73 spectators, listeners now?
59, we've lost some. They're just going to make some show. So we're not sure if they're going to be playing straight away. So if we could just pop up the croquet scores again, just to help you keep tabs and everything. I hope you're enjoying.
And lunch isn't on offer till 12:30, I think, and it's
Oh right, okay.
9
We
minutes past 12. I think
we
it
can smell it, but yes. So the
So
idea is we'll
probably-
just keep watching. I gather they seem to be getting quite wild on the lawn 6, which is neighbouring. Balls are going everywhere, not just on the lawn.
Well,
Anyway,
it's
we'll keep you posted when it actually starts to happen. So we'll leave you with the croquet scores. I'm going to turn off the volume now, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye now. Great. Well, that was a quick break. They're obviously keen to move on and get the tempo up. Might be because they're thinking the smell of lunch is wafting towards the lawns. So Tim's played across with red, hasn't he?
It's a perfect position, really. 2 yards out.
Yeah,
2 yards
excellent.
out, dead straight on hoop 1.
Yeah. This is. And
Black's coming out
come
to join in.
come past it a
Slightly
little bit.
deeper. But can't be cleared very far.
Well, that's the advantage. Yellow's going in front. There's insurance. That's
But
a bit
it's
short.
little short. Very angled. Can't tell if it's possible or not from here. Cam's actually measuring his yard from the corner. It looks like he's shooting.
Oh, that was
Red,
close,
close
wasn't
to
it?
red,
Whistle
missed
past
it.
red. So, there we go, Tim. So here we go. We'll see how more relaxed Tim is this time. He looks a bit more relaxed, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Proper backswing, decent
Yeah,
little throw.
and the stance is a bit wider, I thought,
Yeah.
as well.
And he's run it straight down the lawn. He's quite short on hoop 2,
Yes, but straight.
but he's straight. He's probably 7 or 8 yards short. Black's run past it.
And the hoop, almost. Yes, it's up.
Yes, it's about level with the hoop.
No,
Inland,
yes,
I
yeah,
think,
no,
the inland
no,
side, is it not?
yes, it is. Martin's still tempted to look out the window. Well, everyone's welcome to come to Budleigh and watch it live, of course, but it might take a bit of time to come from Melbourne or South Africa or wherever people are, Latvia maybe even, because Guy was saying he thought one of his partners was over there, who he played doubles in. So it's 1-0 to Tim. He'll be happy with that.
Oh, that's rather nice. So blue has come up,
And-
kissed yellow to
and
push
held
it out
its
away,
position.
And held position, bang straight in front of a hoop.
And Tim's going to be saying, "Oh dear."
Yes. Tim's got a tricky clearance of blue.
I think there's a double there, though. I think he can see the hoop. That's the impression. Because the way he squatted down and looked at it,
There
wasn't
was
it?
some interchange between the two, jocular. So perhaps he was congratulating Callum on his good fortune. Blue
He's had a lot
was
of
blue
it. Callum had good fortune with the double, didn't he?
So Tim's shooting at blue and all hoop. Well, did that run? Or did he miss altogether?
And he missed
I think he
altogether.
missed
He went
everything.
down the right hand side.
Yeah.
Not by much, though.
So I think black will be whacking yellow to oblivion. Oh, they're playing like he scored the
No,
hoop.
he did run it. He did run it then. That's good news. 2-0. Yeah, and our scorer thinks he's done it as well. So there we are. We've got a spotter out there doing a good sterling job for us. So Tim's going to be much happier. We'll be able to tell again from this shot, just the way he's addressing it.
Shot at black narrowly missed and has gone to the side boundary, the east side boundary.
So why do you think he tried to clear that?
Because it's in a nice runnable position.
Like, rather than take a position and use his other ball to...
Well,
Oh,
maybe he thought it was a good enough position and they were far enough away he needed 2 chances to clear it.
absolutely.
And now, in fact, it looks like blue has snuggled up with black.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
Whether black can still run the hoop is not clear. In fact, Tim's just looking at that.
So red's got a way to come, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Red's up on the north boundary.
The danger
What about
is now-
4 yards out from the corner?
The
So it's-
danger is at the moment black and blue snuggled together and difficult to run the hoop with, and if red hits blue, the danger is black will cannon away and blue will stay there in front of the
Yeah.
hoop. So he might make the situation worse. So instead he may take a closer position.
Yeah. But it does look slightly from this angle that the black...
He's shooting, and he indeed, look, as forecast.
That's
Black
forecast.
shot up
But it
away,
is black
blue's
next,
in
though.
front.
That's the
Oh
bonus.
yes,
That is the
and he's
bonus.
still going to have a shot at blue with yellow.
Yeah. So that was a nice shot.
Oh, very good shot.
Yeah, and that's slightly in line of yellow,
So,
I think.
yeah,
Do you think?
Yes, I think it is. Callum's played black, trying to block
Beautifully
yellow
done,
shot at
isn't it?
blue, and he looks like he might
Yeah.
well have achieved it.
Because
See
Tim's
now,
going for jaws, isn't he?
he's certainly going to get close in. Strange weight.
I had Chris Clark commentating earlier. He would have called that a bad shot.
I think I would agree with Chris,
Yes.
because from that distance,
And he would
Yeah.
say that was not a good shot
yes. So
as well.
Callum ran a longish hoop, but by a foot and a half.
Yeah. He was hoping to be all the way down, wasn't he?
Yes, and he's now got a hampered shot to play down when he gets the chance. Red's played down to hoop 4 and is in position.
Yeah, that's a nice angle, isn't
So
it?
the score is
All
now
right.
2-1 to Tim. And
That was close. That couldn't
Callum shot, I think, at red, or it might have been at the hoop.
I thought it was the hoop, but I couldn't
From
quite see
the
it.
other end of the
Couldn't
lawn,
see the.
but it missed.
We saw the ball go, but
Yeah.
not the shot. What are they talking
In a
about there?
conversation and pointing to his mallet, Tim's side of Tim's mallet. And they're both now inspecting their mallets.
That's a nice dark cloud in the.
Yellow's
Foreground,
overhit
isn't it?
that.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Well, that may not be a
Oh,
bad thing.
Blue did very well from such a hampered position. He's played within about 6 or 7 yards.
Do you
of the
think he
hoop.
put yellow in there because it's in line with where black is?
Don't
To
know.
protect, perhaps to protect.
He's asking for black to be
Be
put,
put
back
on,
the
well, it can't
boundary.
be then, can it?
No.
Because he doesn't know where it is. Well, that's presumably his next shot, which is to put it in a
Somewhere hidden.
hidden position.
But he's got blue looking over his shoulder.
Well, that's the problem,
So
isn't
a
it?
little proddy shot again.
Oh, well, that looks okay, though, doesn't it? I mean,
Yes, it's hidden from black.
is this yellow?
It has to be, doesn't it? And he missed it. Callum's shooting has certainly gone off the boil a bit.
Yeah, he's saving it for another game, perhaps.
Is Tim going to try and protect red from blue? Looks like it might not be an easy angle to do so.
No, he just gone for.
Oh, he has.
He has.
He's protected it. He's
has.
protected red. I don't think he's protected the hoop, though.
No, and or a jump.
Yeah. So we'll soon see what Callum does.
Well, he was straight on pressing down, wasn't he?
So I think he's going for a hoop shot.
Nice and smooth.
Bounced away to the left.
That was unlucky because it was a clean shot, wasn't it?
Mm.
I didn't realise he had such a clean shot. I thought he'd be jumping.
So red will now presumably run the hoop.
You'd expect it, wouldn't you?
Callum's gone to the north boundary to put black back on from his last miss shot. So he's got a ball in the fourth corner and a ball on the north boundary.
Yeah.
Red's about to run hoop 4. Tim hopes.
Well, that was a halfway house between both styles, wasn't
Well, he
it?
certainly gave it-
Backswing and the
Mm.
stub.
But he gave it quite a clubbing for a hoop that was only 2 foot away and where you couldn't be running through to anywhere. So 3-1 now to Tim. Black's coming down from the north boundary. Where's it going to end up?
We'll find out. Where's black gone? There it is.
It's beside hoop 5.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
No. It's a clearance ball.
So he's going to be
quite a way back, I presume, or will he come to the side?
He may just come
Yes,
a yard this side of the hoop, so when black clears it, it can't hold position. Yes, he's come this side. He looks like he's tried to cross wire it from black as well. Yes, he's succeeded.
Yeah, well, he's conscious the blue is tucked away, isn't it, in the southeast corner.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Blue's playing in
And staying out.
Yeah, long position as you'd expect with yellow there.
This is going long as well.
Red's coming. No, red's coming quite close. So red's going to get smashed away by black, I think. Good stop shot.
Yeah, nice and straight, wasn't it?
Yes.
He,
So,
he avoided the temptation of the cut, didn't he?
yes, red's off the south boundary about in front of hoop 1, I'd say. Yellow's got a 5-yard shot at blue, which plays next. Black's, he's chosen to clear black because it was closer to hoop 5, but blue will play before black. So Callum's got a free shot here at the hoop, with red and yellow both on the south boundary and black on the east boundary.
So would you have gone for black?
No, I would have gone for blue. Callum's run hoop 5 with beautiful control.
Yeah.
It's pulled up in front of hoop 6 straight. That looks a classy shot.
Very nice.
So 3-2 to Tim.
Yep.
But Tim in jeopardy now unless he can hit one of the 30-yard shots, 25-yard shots he's got from the south boundary at blue, of being 3-all. So his first one hasn't been a shot, he's just taken position, but
So
it's
what's the score?
3-2.
3-2.
It's just been changed.
Right, that's interesting. It's laid up quite short, but I suppose.
I don't think deliberately. I think with blue there, but rather more angled than we first realised. I think he was hoping to get red in, black in a nice run.
So where does
position.
yellow go then?
So,
Back from the hoop?
Yellow.
Back, sort of in between on the.
Yes. Looks like he's shooting. He was presumably shooting at blue, but hit hoop 5 instead. So he's come to grief.
Yeah.
So yes, Callum's clearing red, having not got straight enough position with his last hoop shot on hoop 6, and then should have a free
What's
shot.
Lionel doing?
What is who? Lionel.
Oh, there's the ball gone into the hedge.
Oh, he's marking where it's gone.
So we're just watching the a ball we think has gone into a hedge. So that'll be quite entertaining. Possibly it's gone all the way through, so they were trying to retrieve it. Okay, so while they're distracted, they're just waiting.
You were watching that out the window, not on the
Oh,
screen.
Martin's cheers, Martin's getting revenge here. So Callum was just having a look at what yellow can or can't do, which is quite interesting. Off screen. And here we go. Red's.
So he hasn't shot. He's got. It looked like a good position, but it's run a bit far. But with black and blue there, he can afford to have a hoop shot with black, and still got blue to deal with red if he needs to.
Yeah.
Easy these hoops, aren't
Easy,
they?
yeah. easy when you know how.
3-all.
3-all.
Tim and Callum, having been 3-0 down, they're now 3-all.
Right, and that's very nice shot.
Yellow's played a beautiful
Beautiful
approach
shot.
to a yard or so straight in front
Yeah,
of
blue
seven.
possibly, probably can see it, I think.
Yes, you can see it from that camera
Yeah,
angle.
I
Thank
thought
you.
for a moment he wouldn't, but
It looked close, didn't it?
yeah.
And Callum's cleared.
And
Tim's ball, though he looked disappointed, presumably because he lost the cue ball.
yeah,
to
that's
the
what I
boundary.
suspect, because nothing's there now. And Tim's just, ooh, where's that? That looks short. Does it look short to you? Yes, it is a little short. You can see
It is
it.
indeed, yes.
Just felt the weight didn't seem to be there, did it?
The lawns are very nice because the consistency of the pace is very good.
Yeah, helps, doesn't it? That may not be a bad place for the red to be, actually, because look where blue is. It's just tucked
Yes.
away on the west boundary.
So Callum's taken position with black. So presumably he's going to have to use blue to clear red.
Well, we got that right. That's not too bad, is it? Putting yellow in there. Which,
No. Though black still can see the hoop.
yeah. You expect it to go, don't you?
He's shooting at red or yellow. Red, I would think, yes. So after a patch of narrow misses, Callum's shooting's come
Come
back,
back,
a bit.
hasn't
He's
it?
run a couple of difficult hoops
Yeah, yeah,
well,
yeah.
and he's just
Settled in,
done a
hasn't he?
few confident 7 or 8 yard clearances. So that's good from Callum's point of view.
So that's a nice shot from Lynn, one of our camera operators, helping us see what's happening. And now we've got Tim coming in. Okay,
I'm going to go.
yeah, right. Martin's disappearing to become the cover for the tournament refereeing, so it'll be just me commentating on this. Callum looks to be running the hoop, and no, he was there. We got that wrong, didn't we? There you go. Need Martin here, obviously. So the yellow has been dispatched with the land. The black has spun off to the left-hand side, slightly past the hoop. I would guess that's what. Hard to judge the gap. And Tim's giving it a, bringing the yellow straight back in, keeping away from the black, so he's gone for don't be afraid of the boundary position. So you're far enough back and to the side to make it questionable about the clearance. But he also, I think, was slightly trying to get hidden from black, but I don't think he's achieved that. He's going to be hit though. Yes, I thought that. So that was a lovely clearance there by Callum. And you can see where Tim now is. He's still in a decent enough place in terms of what he can and can't get to. Black gone off visiting the car park, so let's hope anyone whose car is in the car park, it's safe. Yeah, he's just holding back a bit there, just to force black to have to come out. Taking his time to get to his position right. That looks almost where he put it, a bit further on, I think. Yeah, you're looking for it to be completely protected. So Tim's challenge here is that Callum's clearing very well. So what is he going to do in terms of outcome. He's assuming that red's going to go. He's gone on a bit too far there. So I think we can expect red to be on its travels. Well, it would have been, because you can see the threat, which is, you know, translated now into what Tim is able to do, and this should be down in the far corner, you'd expect. That's pretty close to it, and he came out nice and square as well, which holds his position well. So this is, you know, quite a tense game. They're getting closer together, so just making sure the ball's in the right spot. Tim had obviously watched it and Callum was following down with it. Oh, well, that's generous of Tim, isn't it, to, you know, say it was 6 or 7 foot shorter or closer than Callum thought. Well, that's what sportsmanship's all about, really. Nice to see. That's a nice shot. Got the yellow, took that out of danger. Red's in a good place because it's sort of square on, or almost square on to the hoop. So he's got 2 good balls, has Tim, in terms of position, and he should be able to exploit this quite well. And the blue is, of course, off on holiday, hasn't it? It's somewhere down in the southeast corner, I think, if I remember correctly, where it zoomed off to. We'll find out in a minute. I think Tim's just staring into the sun. He's not making fun of where the ball is on yonder horizon. We'll find out. Oh, there it is. It's not too bad, actually. A bit further up than I thought. All right, a confident Tim Russell would have run that. I mean, it was a good shot, but as we were saying earlier, the backswing is a bit different to what we normally expect from him. Right, so he was, I think he was trying to get in the way there. I'm not quite sure what that back shot's doing. Well, maybe he's just thinking of what blue's going to do so black can pick up. So that's a useful shot. So blue presumably will be forcing red away. Which he does, and that is a difficult position now, because if you now see what he's done with the black, he's got a very nice in-off, if it's depending on what Tim is going to be doing. Well, Tim's got a long way to go. He's down in the southeast corner. As you can see, that's a big hit. Right, here we go. Oh look, and you see that? We've got a spectator. Can we cut that down as a viewer? Some sort of insect that's on the lens? Yeah. That was a lovely shot, wasn't it? We predicted that. You could see it yourself. You've got to be able to do it, though. That's the tricky bit. Actually, be reasonably pleased with that, I think, because he can get a mallet on it, I think. And that's the first time that Callum's been ahead on this. So it's 4-3. Just waiting for the score to update. There it is. There, just speak and it happens. It's amazing, isn't it? So that's another nice ball from Tim down there. So he's actually in the game, provided, obviously, self-evident, that Callum doesn't clear him and get him out of the way. So let's see what's happening here. And that was so close to the hoop, wasn't it? If you looked at that, it just whistled past the left-hand side of both the hoop and the upright. That was extremely good. Tim's, hopefully that's slowing down. It's had a bit of pace on it, didn't it? But it's stopped. So that's good, given that Callum's probably got a slightly hampered shot, so he stabs it and he went straight past on the same line as he just did. I think Tim's relieved that it just missed by the sliver, as they say. It was very, very, very close. You guys are very quiet out there. No messages for us? Anything to help get the commentary better for you? Let us know. It's probably lunchtime, someone's just said in my ear. I wish now you'll hear my tongue grumble as it happens. So where are we now? So Tim was just went down. Sorry, bad English. I went down, or stuttering. I went down to get the balls put on the lawn, so he knows precisely where Callum's going to attack from. You know, that's such a difficult position. He's very worried if he puts it in the jaws. That's just showing up. And that's perfect, isn't it? That was very nice. For all, tight game. So at the moment both red and black are actually off the lawn. They've just been put on as markers there. Yellow and black, sorry, thank you. My technical director is technically correcting me, which is always welcome, thank you. But yeah, and apart from the fact I'm colourblind, but we'll ignore that. And yeah, so you'll be able to see, you know, the execution of, you know, what happens. The yellow isn't in the way because it's not on the field of play. If in doubt, we might get the referee out, in case you'll see the real thing, the real deal, which will be Martin French's covering refereeing at the moment. But I don't think there's a question. You can see what they're doing there. So Tim has just moved it to one side, but he took it off at right angles, so he held the position. And because it's gone back there, that was perfectly legitimate of Callum to do that, because his ball, the black, is on the field of play, and the yellow has the challenge. So he could come off it and go to the next hoop, and he's done quite a canny move, Tim. He didn't move Callum's ball far, but just knocked it out straight away. Thought I'd do some rustling. People are starting to munch next to me, so I hope you can hear all of that, folks. Just to let you know that we do survive. We look after ourselves while we're commentating. See, oh, that's a lovely shot. Callum was confident that he would be able to run it, which is why he was blocking yellow a minute ago. And he's running all the way down because it's down onto the boundary. Showing some energy there, isn't he? Sun's back, as you probably noticed, which is nice at one level, but it must be getting quite hot again for the players. That's a very nice red. On the south boundary, it's where Callum's wandering up to just now. It's a nice view of our tree line that we've got overlooking the sea.
Matches our logo.
It matches our logo, I'm reliably reminded. Absolutely. And there's some nice pictures of the trees on our website. That just kissed and trickled off. That was close, wasn't it? From that distance, with that weight, if that had jaws, that was a perfect shot. Albeit Tim was in a good place. It's actually landed up quite well. That's not what he wanted. That's my polite version of what I think of that shot. No, it's not what... yeah, Tim will not be happy with that. He would wanted to have been a bit further on, so at least he's got a shot. Giving Callum all the opportunity to get control of the hoop. He might decide to hit it and... or just move black up, I don't know. No, he's going to hit it. I got Tim going. We now got 73 people watching us. We did predict it, didn't we, that we get 73, but we're now on 5-4, so we need more. We need at least 74 people. Oh no, 71, I shouldn't have said that. Five-4 now. Callum's starting to look a little bit more, just marginally, just a little more settled than Tim. That's, oh, well, it's a nice position, but with Callum's jumping ability, it may not be there long. There's the blue coming in, but well, I think we could all predict what this shot's going to be. I think red does have to take that black out, because otherwise it's real trouble. Well, it's a lovely shot. It had to be, for two reasons really. One is he didn't want the hoop to be run, but also that yellow is effectively wired, it looks like, as well for the next hoop. So this will be a great shot by Callum, because he's got the ability to do it, and we've seen him do it. So again, blue can run, it looks like, from here, from where it is. Well, this is black coming in now. And yeah, I think we'd take that shot, wouldn't we, if we played it? I think we'd be reasonably happy with it. He'd be very happy where it landed up on that top boundary as well. That was an excellent shot, wasn't it, really? Yeah, you see that sort of made that shot difficult for Tim, so he's in a bit of trouble now. Particularly with Callum's power. Which, fortunately for Tim, didn't come through. So that's 6-4, so we're really into the 6-5 rather. Isn't it 6-5? Yes, it is. So we're into the, oh my goodness, time. And that's an excellent shot. And that's actually quite good. Black, though, has a very long boundary hoop. He's got a straight line to the hoop if he really wants to exercise it. Tim's just having a look to see what blue's got. But so he's gone for position. I don't think that was ever going to reach. So Tim's got a bit of a choice here. He's just coming to see. I think he's looking at what would happen if he put blue out onto the boundary where he's standing, which is obviously the east boundary that he's walking in from. And he's just having a look at that, or whether he wants to take the risk of. It looks like he's doing blue, doesn't he? He doesn't want blue having a shot. So this is going to be a clever shot. No, that's clever. He's pushed it all the way down. Trying hard. The challenge here is if that red moves, it becomes very difficult. It moves from its current position. Yeah, lovely shot. That was always the problem. So now it's a really big shot because the way Jack's been running it, we would expect Black to get it. Tim's taking his time, having a look around. He's looking at the angle. So he tried to go for position there, and it didn't quite work. So Jack, yeah, well, guess what he's going for, guys? I think you'll find that he's not Jack. Keep calling him Jack. It's Callum. I know, Callum. Go on, Callum. Give us a go. Yeah, lovely shot, well done, and that's a 2-0 win, Callum, and it was comfortable at the end, I think, really. I mean, Tim was coming back into it, but there's just that little lack of confidence that we thought, but it was a good game around. Thank you very much for watching it, we hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks to Martin French. And we will be changing next, session 2. So if you want to continue, move to session 2, and we'll be back to you live when we've got a game to show you. And hopefully have a nice break, have a nice lunch, catch up soon. Bye bye now.